And welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you guys back in the stream once again. Sunday Night Football here. I'll be doing my play-by-play and reactions to this game, the Chicago Bears versus the Los Angeles Rams, in the second season at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California for this matchup. Chicago leads the overall series, 58 wins, 38 losses, and 3 ties, but the Rams, winners of the last 2 games in a row back in 2019 and 2020. And it's been a low-scoring affair. Last 3 games, Chicago only 32 combined points compared to the Rams at 47 points combined scored in the last 3 games of the Rams. Jawed out from the tunnel at SoFi Field as we're going to get rolling in about 5 minutes from now, most likely, with kickoff. Glad to have you on the stream once again here, guys. Ty, Lamario, Warren, Goody on the stream. Welcome in once again, everybody, for being a part here on the channel. Special live stream, NFL Sunday Night Football going down. And quite a bit of offseason moves. Matthew Stafford, new quarterback for the LA Rams, as he will be able to have a defense backup on the opposite side of the football for him, for the Rams' number 1 defense from this past season in the NFL. And also, he's going to have a running game along with Sony Michel in the backfield. He was traded from the Patriots late August. Stafford comes over from the Lions, spending 12 seasons with Detroit and with his new team now for the Rams. And then that trade was a swap between Stafford and Jared Goff. Goff went to Detroit, and today they were in a really high-scoring game. They were getting blown out early against the Niners, but then Detroit did manage to come back, but San Francisco still managed up winning over Detroit earlier today. And for Chicago, bringing in the draft, 11th overall pick, 2021 draft, Justin Fields at quarterback. Also trading or getting in free agency, Andy Dalton from Dallas. And then also Mitch Trubisky leaving Chicago in free agency to Buffalo to be the backup quarterback. David, what's good? Glad to have you in the stream. Yeah, there's been a lot of shocking games today. Steelers with a big victory, coming in with a big-time second half for Pittsburgh that they had over Buffalo today. Dawson on the stream, welcome in, taking Chicago. Lost Pupper, Malika, glad to have you guys back in the stream once again. A lot of shocking games from earlier today. Watch out for Arizona. They're my sleeper pick to possibly go to the Super Bowl. If there's a team that can make a running that can give Tampa Bay a running, I think it's going to be Arizona this season. What a start. Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray is honestly big-time MVP potential here for this season. And he racked up 5 touchdowns today, 38-13 over Tennessee for Arizona. It's going to be a team to watch out for this season. A couple other scores of games shocking. Upsets. Houston over Jacksonville, 37-21. I know a lot of people picked Jacksonville to win this game. Trevor Lawrence's first start. And then the Saints crushing the Packers. Packers an absolute no-show today, 38-3 New Orleans, with Jameis Winston tossing 5 touchdown passes over Green Bay. So happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back on. Glad to have you guys in the stream once again. Oh, man, we had a big stream yesterday for college football. I saw so many people out there in the chat from yesterday in that one that I covered. Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend. That was crazy yesterday, the game I covered. Arkansas upsetting Texas, and it wasn't even close. And then the big upset was Oregon over Ohio State in the first set of games yesterday. Cincinnati, a couple of years ago, they took on Washington. I think it was like the season opener from like 3-4 years ago, and that game ended up in a tie, 26-26. The Bengals made sure that the game wouldn't end up in a tie today, though. Game-winning field goal in overtime over Minnesota. Cincinnati came from behind, got the victory, 27-24. A lot of close competitive games, also a little bit of blowouts in there too. What's good, Cody in the stream? Welcome in. Pittsburgh had a really impressive second half. I'm doing pretty well. The LA Rams defense, this is going to be a tough task for Chicago's offense in this game here. As the Rams, they boosted the #1 total defense this past season, led by Aaron Donald, defensive tackle, 13.5 sacks, tied for second in the NFL last season, behind TJ Watt, first in the league in sacks last year for Pittsburgh. And then for the Chicago Bears, last season they struggled offensively, 26th in total offense. This is going to be a predictable game today. Most likely going to be highly defensive in this type of matchup. Chicago having a top 12 defense from last season, and LA with a #1 defense from this past season. First against the pass for defense and third against the rush, and #1 in the NFL in 2020 in fewest points allowed. So this game is most likely going to be the opposite of what you guys saw on Thursday night between the Bucs and the Cowboys, what went down in a shootout type of game. I don't expect this one to be like that tonight. If you haven't already done so, make sure to fill out that poll. If you haven't already done so, who are you taking tonight? Put it into the poll, Bears or Rams. And also, if you're new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, as we are getting close to kickoff here between the Rams and the Bears, coming up in a matter of moments. Chicago with their top 2 draft picks. Justin Fields picked up quarterback at number 11 from Ohio State. And then in the second round, they picked up offensive tackle Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State. For the Rams, they didn't have a single draft pick in the first round, but in the second round, they picked up wide receiver Tudu Atwell from Louisville at number 57 overall. Lining back Ernest Jones from South Carolina in the third round at pick 103. What's good? Zach Wilson for MVP. Welcome in. So Matthew Stafford making his Rams debut tonight after spending 12 seasons with the Lions. Total change here that's projected for Stafford, that he's going to have a rushing attack behind him. Rams were able to get in a trade at the end of August, picked up Sony Michel from the Patriots. And then also, Stafford is going to have the top-rated defense from last season to back him up on the opposite side of the football. SoFi Stadium, second season hosting the LA Rams, and this stadium looks absolutely beautiful. Wow. That is an incredible work right there of a masterpiece of a stadium. It's got a retractable roof. Man, that looks fantastic. Steven, what's good? Picking the Rams for a big victory today. The Rams going to go in the white jerseys with their blue helmets with a yellow ram. Matt Gay will be the kicker. And Chicago be back to return this kick as we get underway, as Gay will boot this one off, and the Bears will let it go deep in their own end zone, and they're going to take it out 8 yards from their own end zone. Past the 10, now past the 15, down the right sideline, 20, 30. Takes it to the 25, still down the right sideline, and spin move out of bounds, past the 35, around the 37. That goes for around a 45-yard return. What you add in, it was taken around 8 yards deep from his own end zone for the Bears. And this is where it all started off, just past their own 35-yard line. So Andy Dalton, the starting quarterback, to start things off for Chicago now. They got Justin Fields in the draft in the first round, but they're going to have Dalton get the first start tonight. Dalton last played for the Cowboys this past season, 4-5 record, 14 TD passes to 8 interceptions. First snap, he takes it, passes underneath, about a gain of 6 in the catch, as it goes to Darnell Mooney, number 11 for Chicago. What's good, Ethan on the stream? Welcome in. No problem, man. Second and about 6 for the Bears. Ball spotted at the Chicago 47-yard line. Dalton takes the snap, hands it off to Montgomery, up the middle, past midfield, takes it down the right side of the field, 40, 35, 30, off to the races here, 20, 15, run out of bounds, inside the 15-yard line. Huge run for the first snap that he receives tonight by David Montgomery for Chicago. Gain of 41 in the carry. He takes it. It should be a left side counter, but then Montgomery cuts back to the right, sees a massive hole, and then takes it down the right sideline for a pickup of 41 in the first carry of the game. Chicago now into the red zone. 2 plays into this game. Ball spotted at the Rams' 13-yard line. Dalton takes a snap, handoff and a draw up the middle. Nothing there. No gain in the rush by Damian Williams. So it was number 58 for the Rams who came in, picked up the tackle. As that was Hollins who came in there, swarming Williams for no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now for Chicago. Ball spotted around the Rams' 13-yard line. From the gun, Dalton takes a snap, looks right, fires right. That pass is complete at the 5. And that's where Goodwin is throwing down. The ball comes out. LA thinks they have it with Jalen Ramsey. The referee will blow it dead, though. Ramsey with a huge body slam. It was Justin Fields who took the change of snap, and he was the one who completed the pass. So Fields in there for a play in place of Andy Dalton, completes the pass to the 5. It's where forward progress will be made. Marquise Goodwin with a catch, and Jalen Ramsey, huge body slam as he slammed Goodwin down to the ground. It will bring up now a 3rd and 1. Dalton is back into the game, so they did a little switch between quarterbacks. Fields in the last play, Dalton's back in. They go from the I formation. Dalton takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Montgomery gets swarmed and the whistle blows. As this snap will not count here, it will be a penalty, and it's on Chicago. False start to offense, backs them up 5. Replay 3rd down. It's on the tight end, Cole Kmet, with a penalty. Cole Kmet lined up on the left side. Just flinches. Just flinches before the ball was snapped. 3rd and 6 now coming up for the Bears. Inside the red zone. With 12 minutes left to go in the first. And we have a whistle blown here with 12 minutes even on the clock, and it's going to be a timeout taken. Matt Nagy burns the first timeout of the game for Chicago. 12 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Costly timeout as far as the stakes in this game. This timeout is burned extremely early, 3 minutes into this game. Couldn't get the right personnel coming up on the 3rd down situation. So you could take a look later back in this game towards the end of the first half where they are in desperate need of points in a situation and they would need that timeout. And right there, that's a costly timeout. 3 minutes into this game, couldn't get the correct personnel for Chicago. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 now. The Bears will have the football spotted at the Rams' 8-yard line. Inside the 10 for the Bears. They go 5 wide from the gun. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Dalton, the quarterback. Dalton takes a snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Looks left, fires left to the end zone. Tip deflected. Intercepted. Comes up with it for the Rams to the back of the end zone. As that pick goes to David Long, the corner. And it will result in a touchback. LA will take over starting at their own 20. Poor decision by Andy Dalton. No points on the board. Ball gets tipped around the 4-yard line and then comes up with a diving catch underneath the football. And the interception made at the back of the end zone by Long. We'll take a media timeout. Rams will take over at their own 20 as we get back to action after the media break. What's good? AB in the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, Cincinnati came back today against Minnesota. Quite shocking there, too. Because they were trailing throughout most of that game. Barco, welcome in. So key thing to monitor is how long will Andy Dalton stay out there? Because they've already made a switch between a play on that first drive. Justin Fields came in for one play. He completed a pass of 9 yards. And then Andy Dalton Goes 1 for 2, a pass of 4 yards complete, and then he throws an interception. Yep, the NFC North just going for the big 0 today. So Minnesota blew it in overtime. They lost against Cincinnati 27-24. The surprise of the day came from New Orleans, crushing the Packers. Wasn't even close, 38-3 Saints. And then the Lions lost earlier today against San Francisco, 41-33, but the game wasn't even as close as the score indicates. Detroit had a couple late touchdowns thrown in there. Jared Goff ended up attempting 57 passes for Detroit today in his first game. And then that's as rough as a start as you can get for Chicago. They go all the way down inside the 10, and then Dalton's pass tipped around the 4-yard line, intercepted by the Rams, and LA will take over starting at their own 20. What's good, Jose? Welcome to stream. Glad to have you back on the stream once again, man. That's awesome. Best of luck listening to Mexican music, man. Yeah, some shocking games for sure today. LA now with a football. Stafford under center for his first time as a Ram. Stafford takes a snap, hands it off up the middle on the carry, takes it to around the 25-yard line. Rush of 5 goes in the carry to Darrell Henderson. So we are back after the timeout. Rams with their first possession of the game. Stafford from the gun, he goes 5 wide. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Stafford takes a snap. Back to pass, fires quick on the slant. Up across the middle, that's complete. First down. Needed 5, good around 8 on the catch by the tight end. Tyler Higbee moves the chains. So Stafford coming into LA with a number 1 defense and also behind him a running game. Darrell Henderson emerging running back and then also trading to get Sony Michel at the end of August. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball spotted at their own 33-yard line. In the backfield, Henderson. In the ace formation, Stafford takes a snap. Play action, rolls out to his left. Gonna sling it out deep down the right field. Wide open. Caught at the 20. Falling down around the 15. Keeps on running all the way to the end zone. That is a touchdown. 1 catch, 1 TD. As it goes to Van Jefferson for the touchdown catch on a 3-play drive, 80 yards for the LA Rams, just like that. It is a 67-yard strike. Matthew Stafford rolls out to his left, throws to his right deep where nobody was even covering Jefferson. Jefferson caught the ball around the 10, somersaulted down on the ground. Nobody touched him for the Bears, and Jefferson just continues on his way en route to the end zone. Cannot have a worse start for Chicago. Turnover inside their own 10 and give up a chunk play of a 67-yard touchdown pass. 10:36 left to go in the first. On a drive that lasted just over a minute. The extra point by Matt Gay, the kicker for the Rams. The snap, the hold, the kick by Gay is through the uprights, and just like that, 3 plays later, the LA Rams capitalize on the turnover, and they put 7 on the board. What's good, Ryan? Welcome to the stream here, man. Oh, you've got the Rams defense. That's going to be huge there. What a start for LA. Andy Dalton and the offense coming back out to the field after the break here for Chicago, and rough start for the Bears. We're going to take a media break right now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified. Future live streams that I do cover. Van Jefferson, second-year player, makes the touchdown catch. Second-round pick in the 2020 draft from Florida. What a pass by Stafford. And the coverage has just been all over the place by Chicago on that play. Jefferson had like 5 steps behind his defender. And Van Jefferson, catching his deepest ball ever in his NFL career, goes for 67 yards. That's basically a third of his receiving yards he's had in his career so far, up to date before this game. Last season, in his rookie year, Van Jefferson had 19 receptions for 220 yards receiving, 1 touchdown catch, as he's already got 1 on the season. I don't think anybody saw that for fantasy purposes. Yeah, if he keeps on making mistakes, it's going to be sooner rather than later. It's probably going to be a change in this game instead of what a lot of speculation was, like a change sometime this season. It could very well happen in tonight's game that Andy Dalton gets subbed out for the remaining part of this season and moved to the backup to let Fields in. Yeah, Packers got destroyed by the Saints. That was shocking. A lot of shocking games today. Arizona looked impressive today. Here's the kickoff. Chicago will field a kick, and they'll take it out from their own end zone. Past the 10 to the 15, down the right sideline. Past the 20, chopped up around the 23-yard line on the return. And that's where the Bears will start things off, starting at their own 23. So it was a rush of 41 yards by David Montgomery on a big chunk play in the last drive. They couldn't capitalize, though. Andy Dalton with a turnover inside the LA Rams 10-yard line as the ball gets tipped around the 4, intercepted at the back of the end zone by the Rams. And once again on the field, handoff. Past the 30, takes it for the first down, rumbles forward around a gain of 15 in the rush as it goes to Montgomery. Montgomery, 2 carries so far for 56 yards in the ground. What's good? Jay Ramirez in the stream. Welcome in. I was shocked today by the Green Bay game. Green Bay got destroyed by New Orleans. Pittsburgh beating Buffalo, that one, a shocker. And then Arizona looking terrific today against Tennessee. I thought that game would be close. I think Arizona's a team to watch out for. Kyler Murray, he's got some serious MVP potential this year. 1st and 10 coming up, under 10 minutes left to go in the first. Dalton takes a snap, passes underneath, complete, as that will be taken to around the 42-yard line. It's caught by the running back Montgomery, brings up about a 2nd and 5. Second and 5, they go empty backfield. Dalton takes a snap, passes on the slant across the middle, complete to Kmet, first down. He takes it past midfield to around the 48 of LA Ram territory, moves the chains for the Bears. I actually didn't see that with Chandler Jones today. Slot King, welcome in. I think they're going to be I think they're going to make it into the playoffs for the Celtics, but they're probably going to be in the back of the Eastern Conference playoff hunt. Probably a 7 or an 8, most likely. 1st and 10 for Chicago. Dalton takes a snap, looks left, fires to the left side of the hashes. Incomplete, broken up. On the coverage, David Long, who already had the interception in the back of the end zone. He's the one who denies the pass with a pass deflection, brings up a 2nd and 10. 8:45 left to go in the first. Chicago from the gun with Dalton. He's got one running back lined up to his right. Now goes in motion towards his left. That's Williams. Handoff up the middle. This run goes to Montgomery. And that's about a carry of 2 taken to the 45-yard line of Ram territory. And this will bring up a 3rd and long coming up for Chicago. So Rams last season, #1 defense as they led the league both in fewest yards passing by opponents and also fewest yards total for opponents, and ranked number 3rd in rush defense. 3rd and 8 coming up. Ball spot at the Rams 45. From the gun's Dalton. He's got 3 lined up to his left for receivers, 1 to his right. Dalton takes a snap. Back to pass. Screens it out underneath past the 45. Makes a move around the 41 to pick up a 4. Needed 8. Not enough for the first down. Catch made by Damian Williams. So Chicago's drive stalls out here. Looks like they're going to send on the punting unit on the 4th down coming up. They're just outside the borderline edge of field goal territory. And the Rams will keep the offense instead. Little change of thought here for Chicago. They will keep the offense. Dalton operates from the shotgun as Williams lined up to the right side of Dalton. Came it in motion towards the right. Chicago will go for it. 4th and 4. They take the snap. Passes across the middle. Broken up, incomplete. Chasing that football is Jordan Fuller as he had one more step. That would have been intercepted. Broken up, though, on the pass deflection. Charged to Jalen Ramsey. And that's a turnover on downs for the Bears. Nothing to show for in 2 drives. Ramsey catches Allen Robinson from behind and deflects that ball from the back of Robinson's hands to make sure it falls incomplete in the 4th down. So terrific field position coming up for LA on their second drive, already up 7-0. Andy Dalton throwing it into traffic, and Jalen Ramsey, nada. Not going to get anything against him. Wow, that's insane. Chandler Jones had 6 tackles, 5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. So the Rams will take over starting at their own 41-yard line in their next drive. If you guys are doing this on the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified. Future live streams I do cover. Majority of my content I usually cover is actually basketball games, NBA and college basketball games. But I do as well special live streams covering other sports. Football, I've done football, baseball, a little bit of NASCAR racing in there. Same as a little bit of lacrosse too. And tennis I did last week as well. What's good, Vegas? Welcome to the stream, man. James, welcome in. Taking the Rams. Yeah, also, if you haven't already done so, make sure to do the poll out there, as we have almost 40 votes right now on the poll. Who you taking tonight? Either Bears or Rams, as that poll is up there. Okay, so if you're watching on NBC right now, they clearly have the wrong score. It's not 10 minutes remaining, and the score is not 31-29. The score right now is 7-0 Rams, with 7:17 left to go in the first quarter. Hey, what's good, Nathan? Welcome to the stream. I don't do hockey games. My good friend John, though, from Off the Wall Hockey, does hockey games, so make sure to give him a sub on his channel. Does some awesome hockey content. It's called Off the Wall Hockey. So 1st and 10, Matthew Stafford with a 67-yard touchdown pass on the last play to Van Jefferson. Stafford, first play here from scrimmage, operates from the gun, pump fake, passes underneath, complete. Right back at the line of scrimmage, though, with a big hit. Knocking down Cooper Kupp to the ground as Kupp caught it was Alec Ogletree, linebacker for Chicago. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Yeah, that was the last final score. I don't know why somebody must have put up that graphic there. This pass downfield complete at the 40-yard line. Catch of 19 and moves the chains. First down with Deshaun Jackson. Now with the Rams as we are back from the timeout. 6.5 left to go in the first quarter. Jackson comes in, plays his role, now heads right back to the bench. Henderson in the backfield. Lined up to the left side is Woods, yet to see a target. Kupp lined up towards the right. Ace formation, Stafford under center. Ball spotted at the Chicago 40. Stafford takes the snap on a bootleg. He's going to scramble, and he gains around 1. Sliding down for Stafford, it was a miscommunication play looking for Henderson. And Henderson didn't take the handoff. Instead, Stafford had a rush to his left in a bootleg, gaining 1. What's good, Tyrone? Welcome to the stream. Rams go 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. They got Kupp in the slot to the left. Stafford takes a snap. Passes to Kupp. That is complete at the 35. Catch of 4 as he gets caught in a sandwich between Jalen Johnson and Marquise Christian. And this will bring up about a 3rd down and 5 for LA. Yeah, Packers got crushed today against the Saints. That was a huge shocker. Oh, yeah, this is an absolute luxury here for Stafford. Operating 5 wide once again. 2 receivers to the left. 3 bunched up to the right side. Ball spotted at the Bears' 35-yard line. Henderson lined up to the left side. Stafford takes a snap. Look at the pass deep down the left sideline. He launches. Incomplete. Overthrows Jefferson inside the 10 out of bounds. And it's going to bring up a 4th down situation. It will be a long field goal from around 52 if they do have Matt Gay kick this kick. It will be from the left hash coming up. And that's where they're going to send on Matt Gay. 14 for 16 in 2020. Long of 51. This field goal will be from the left hash. 53-yard attempt by Matt Gay. The snap, the hold, the kick. And it is up, and it is through the uprights at SoFi Stadium. According to the Sunday Night Football chart that NBC just posted, that kick would have been good from 65 yards out as the Rams go up by 2 scores. 10-0, LA leads it. Scoring on both of their drives so far. Matthew Stafford, 5 for 6, 97 passing yards, and his pass touchdown on that first drive to Van Jefferson from 67 yards. And now they settle for a field goal. 53-yarder is good by Matt Gay. Hey, thanks so much, Nathan. Really appreciate it, man. Nate G, welcome to stream. Yeah, Chicago digging themselves already in a deep hole. That was the drive they needed to capitalize on, was the first drive. And now they're down by 2 scores, and things are just going to keep on getting tougher and tougher and tougher if they keep on struggling moving the football. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified, future live streams I do cover. Most of my content I usually cover is actually basketball games, college basketball, and NBA games. But I do cover football games as well. Football, baseball. I've covered a little bit of lacrosse and NASCAR racing before, and a little bit of tennis as well. So glad to have you guys be a part of this amazing community if you guys are new. So Matthew Stafford looking sharp first start, and he is lighting it up so far. Deshaun Jackson on that pass drive, he had a catch of 18 to move the chains. Chicago not really moving the football besides 2 solid rushes by David Montgomery, a carry of 40. And then another carry of about 15 by Montgomery. He's got 3 carries for 57 on the ground. Other than that, The passing game just hasn't been able to pick up yet. Yeah, the Rams have some speedy wide receivers. Cooper Kupp's he's got so far 2 catches for 5 yards for Cooper Kupp, but he could be very well on the verge to having a massive season for LA. And then Tyler Higbee has really emerged as a solid tight end the past few years. And Robert Woods yet to even have a target tonight. He's also a speedy widester. He also picked up Tutu Atwell for a rookie, and they get a vet with Deshaun Jackson. If he can stay healthy, he can just be like a role type of receiver, come in and provide like a chunk play from time to time. So this kickoff goes all the way to the back of the end zone. Chicago will take over starting at their own 25. 4:39 left to go on the clock in the first quarter. The Rams, with their first 2 drives, stalling out on an interception thrown by Andy Dalton inside the Rams' 10-yard line. And then the last drive stalling out as they went for it on a 4th down, and it was a non-convertible 4th down that they could not move the chains to make it a first down past the Rams' 40. So Chicago comes back at their own 25. Dalton in the ace formation. He takes the snap, tosses to the left side. Carried by Williams, and he is swarmed, met by a ton of white jerseys in the backfield for about a loss of 4. Troy Reeder, inside linebacker. One of the players submerging, coming in to put the stop on Williams. Same as from the secondary. It was Jalen Ramsey as well who was part of that, to stop Williams in the running back toss. And also a Sean Robinson defensive end. He came in. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Going 5 wide. Dalton takes the snap in the pocket, launches. That's complete at the 30. Stiff arm past the 35, down the right sideline, past the 40, out of bounds around the 43-yard line in Chicago territory. On the catches, it is made by Marquise Goodwin. There's a flag down, though. We'll take a look at the penalty call. And this is a penalty in the defense by the Rams. Face mask, adding 15 yards. Personal foul goes to David Long Jr. And he was the one who picked up the interception as the Bears were striking inside the Rams' 10 to start off first drive. So with that 15-yard penalty tacked on, the Bears, they're going to make a quarterback change. Justin Fields now comes into the game. Ball spotted right after midfield. It's at the 44-yard line of the Rams. They go a little bit of trickery and around, sweep towards the left side. Nothing there, though. Jalen Ramsey comes in and knocks Marquise Goodwin out of bounds for a loss of 2. Nothing there. The Rams' rush defense. Top 5 in the league last year when it came to rush defense. Top defense in the league in general last year, and top against the pass. And once again, a couple of tackles for a loss tonight, and they do it once again on the end arounds as nothing was there down the left side. Jalen Ramsey read that one perfectly. Andy Dalton back in as quarterback. Ball spotted at the Rams 46. Dalton screens out to the right side. This gets blown up. Tackle right at midfield for a loss about 3 in the catch as it goes to Moody. But getting tackled, Ramsey comes in once again with a stop. Chris, what's good? Glad to have you in the stream, man. Big win for your Bengals in OT today. Jeff on the stream, welcome in. Yo, Woods has yet to get a target so far. Nothing is going on for Chicago's offense. They are going sideways, not vertical downfield. Dalton from the gun, 4 wide. He's got Montgomery lined up to the left side, 3rd and 14. Dalton pump fake, takes a snap in the pocket, launches towards a far sideline, complete. Not enough for the first down, though. Tackled around the 38-yard line as the ball was caught on the far sideline. They needed to get around to the 34. And this will be another one of these plays that will be 4 down territory for the Bears. Braden, what's good, man? Van Jefferson with a massive catch for the TD. Repping Florida well. 4th and 4. Chicago already could not put it through for the first down as they turned it over last drive on 4 downs. Once again, Dalton from the gun, they go for it. Ball spotted at the Rams' 38-yard line. Dalton takes a snap, 4th and 4. Back to pass, pocket submerged. Ball's on the ground, it is loose, and the Rams recovered a fumble. Stripped from Andy Dalton, and another drive once again results in nada for Chicago. Climbing on top of that football, pouncing on it, Kenny Young for the LA Rams, and it's going to bring up a 1st and 10, Los Angeles. Pocket just collapses. Decisions. Andy Dalton waits and waits, doesn't get the ball out of his hands, coming from behind. It is Justin Hollins who forces a strip from Dalton from behind. And then the pounce on the football, it is Kenny Young who recovers the fumble for LA. 3 drives with nothing to show for, resulting in 2 turnovers, an interception by Dalton in the end zone, and then on 4th and 4, he gets stripped of the football and fumbles it. 1st and 10 now for the Rams, ball spotted at their own 42-yard line. Stafford takes a snap, play action, back to pass, screens it out underneath to Higbee. Past the 45, left side numbers, past midfield, 45, takes it as a pile keeps on moving forward all the way to the 41-yard line of Chicago territory. That is a pickup of around 19 and the catch by Higbee on a screen pass underneath that should have gone for 3 or 4. Patrick, what's good? Glad to have you guys in the stream again. LA's 3rd drive of the game and already scoring in their first 2 drives. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. In motion to the left is Woods, 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Dalton takes a snap, handoff to Henderson. Henderson past the 40, takes it to around the 39. Russia 2 in the carry, and could be the final play before the end of the first quarter. As the clock is under 20 seconds remaining, we'll see if the Rams do run off another play, though. Second and 8. 3 seconds left to go. Stafford from the gun, and the clock runs down. So 1 quarter in the books. This game is all Rams so far. 10-0 at the end of 1. Matthew Stafford lighting it up today. 6 for 7 passing, 114 passing yards. He is averaging over 16 yards per pass downfield with a passing touchdown, a 67-yarder to Van Jefferson, 2nd-year player from Florida. Tyler Higbee, he's got 2 catches for 24 yards. Deshaun Jackson came in the last drive, got a catch of 18. Cooper Kupp's got 2 catches for 5. Robert Woods yet to catch a ball so far, yet to receive a target, but still 3 quarters remain right now. Rams rushing game only responsible for 9 rushing yards total. 8 of those yards by Henderson, and then Stafford on a bootleg to his left slid down and got a gain of 1 of what should have been a Henderson exchange from Stafford, but Henderson read it the wrong way and didn't go to the running back exchange to receive the football and ran the wrong route. So, a lot of problems for Andy Dalton in Chicago. First drive, they had an incredible rush to set things up in the second play of the game by David Montgomery. A rush of 41 yards set up the Bears inside the red zone. Then Chicago took it to the 8-yard line of LA, and then it resulted in an Andy Dalton pick that he threw inside the Rams 10. Second drive, that stalled out around the 40 of LA territory for Chicago. They turned it over on downs in the 4th and short. And then on the third drive, once again, 4th and 4 around the LA 40. And Andy Dalton gets stripped from behind and fumble recovery by the Rams. So 3 drives so far for Chicago, 2 of them turnovers. Yeah, Patriots came up short today, unfortunately. Damian Harris with a costly fumble inside the red zone. Yeah, a lot of learning from that game today for the Patriots. That was uncharacteristic for them. I was driving home for most of that game. I caught a little bit of the first quarter, and then I got back home around the fourth quarter. I was on the road for the second and third for most of that, though. But yeah, they committed so many penalties today. That was unlike them. I had predicted the Patriots would have won 19-17, and they just needed a field goal on that drive. All that they had to do was Harris had to take care of the football, and then he lost it, and then Bill had called his timeouts before the 2-minute warning, and then Miami just kept on chunking yardage, and they ended up winning the ball, kneeling it down in the final 2 minutes and winning. Wick on the stream, welcome in. Big win for Philadelphia today. 2nd and 8 coming up. Rams have the football at the Chicago 39-yard line. Stafford from the gun to get motion in the backfield. And this will be a pass underneath, complete to Woods. First catch made of the game. He gains about 9 on the catch down the far sideline. So this will bring up about a 3rd and 1 for LA as they will go ace formation. In the backfield, handoff to Henderson. He takes it up the middle, but nothing there. Gang tackled onto the ground. It was Alec Ogletree who came up the middle. Is the one responsible for knocking down Henderson. And this will bring up a 4th down. Decision time now for Sean McVay and the Rams offense, as they will dig into the playbook here for a 4th and 1. The Rams are going for it. Fourth and 1. LA is going for it. They need to get to the 31 of Chicago territory. Ball spotted at the Chicago 32 from the gun Stafford. And the play clock goes down. Timeout taken on the field, as this will be the first charge timeout of the half for LA. So they burn a timeout with 13:56 left to go. So big play call coming up here as Sean McVay will talk things over. And they will still keep the offense on. So right back after this timeout, Stafford still in the field here. 4th and 1. Ball spotted at the Chicago 32-yard line. The Rams are going for it. They've been pass heavy most of this game. Started to rush lately, but haven't got much with a rush. Stafford takes a snap, play action, rolls out to his right on the bootleg. Stafford pump fake, looking downfield, passes on the run. That ball complete. First down, moves the chains. It's a catch of 11 as it goes to Van Jefferson. 2nd catch made of the game. He's got 2 catches now for a total of 79 receiving. Terrific play call by Sean McVay. Stafford signals his offense as he moves out to his right. Jefferson, he gets on the crosser down the near sideline, hits him in stride, and picks up a gain of 11 in the first down catch. First and 10 inside the red zone now at the Chicago 19. Stafford from the ace formation, Henderson in the backfield. Stafford takes a snap, drops back, looks, passes underneath to Henderson, caught, turns the corner past the 15 to the 10, takes it to the right side, diving past the 5, down to the ground around the 2. Is a catch of 17 underneath by Darnell Henderson with a big catch and move upfield, and now it's going to be a 1st and goal Rams. Rams just chunking out yardage here with his passing offense. Matthew Stafford, 8 for 9 through the air. 144 passing yards, already a passing touchdown to Van Jefferson, a 67-yard strike. Henderson in the backfield, 1st and goal. Ball spotted at the 2.5-yard line. They go ace formation. Stafford takes a snap, handoff to Henderson. He jukes to his left, nothing there though, as he gets tackled for about a loss of 1. Met by Jalen Johnson, the corner, the one who made the tackle, brings up a 2nd and goal. Henderson was just looking for the edge, couldn't get there though, as he met a couple of dark blue jerseys in the process. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Stafford from the gun, 2nd and goal, ball spotted at the Chicago 3. Henderson in motion towards his right. Stafford takes a snap, looks left, passes now, right corner fade to the end zone. Incomplete. It's going to bring up now a 3rd and goal. I think Stafford and another one of his receivers, I think they were on the wrong page. Him and maybe Cooper Kupp on this play. Kupp was trying to run to the right corner of the end zone. He couldn't get there, though. He got bumped off his receiving line, and it just fell incomplete. Nobody was there at the right corner. Stafford looked to throw him a fade. 3rd and goal coming up, 11:46 in the second. Stafford from the gun, 2 wide to the left. He's got 2 to the right, and Henderson lined up to the left side. Takes a snap, Stafford. Back to pass in the pocket, pump fake, fires to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Woods as it fell to the left of Woods. And now the Rams are going to have to settle for a field goal. So Chicago's defense holds the Rams here to a non-touchdown drive. Some pressure being forced to his Khalil Mack, who is working on his offensive tackle, Rob Havenstein, for the Rams, and Mack was able to provide the pressure in the pocket and force Stafford to throw the ball wide left to Woods. The snap to hold, a chip shot by Matt Gay from 22 yards out. It goes through the uprights and good. Second made field goal for Gay tonight. Rams lead 13-10. With 11:39 left to go in the second quarter. Chicago with their 4th drive coming up at the game, as we'll be back after the break. Yeah, Joe Burrow looked fantastic tonight, man. This is a big telling drive right now for Chicago. Because they've gone with Justin Fields on one play on the first drive and also on the third drive. Didn't have Fields out on the second drive. So Fields tonight, 1 for 1. Responsible for a 9-yard completion. And then he also had, on the second time he came out, was like a little bit of a end-around jet sweep reverse that they did. Tried to get the edge and nothing was there with his receiver. It was Marquise Goodwin who got the carry on the end around and lost 2 yards. What's good, Jason? Welcome to stream, man. Big win for the Saints today. That was a surprise victory, and man, Jameis Winston, 5 touchdowns. Unbelievable. Eugene, welcome back to the stream here. Matt Stafford looks terrific. 8 for 11. 144 yards through the air so far. 1 touchdown pass. Went to Van Jefferson, who's leading the receiving category. He's got a catch of 67 for the touchdown. He's also got another catch of 13. Leads receiving, 2 catches for 80 receiving so far. And everybody else with under 30 yards total. Goodwin's got 2 catches for 28. But if you have somebody, a couple of fantasy picks here, like Allen Robinson, he's been held to just 1 catch for 5 yards. And then Robert Woods is yet to... he's got 1 catch for Woods so far. A catch of around 8 yards for Robert Woods. And Cooper Kupp's only got 2 catches for 5. Maurice in the stream, welcome in. Cameron, welcome in. Yeah, that was one incredible game there, too. Patriots would have had that one if Damian Harris hadn't fumbled. But yeah, a lot of, because I'm actually a Patriots fan if you guys didn't know, but a lot of learning from that game today. That was unlike New England. Unlike a Bill Belichick coach team that they commit that many penalties today. Joe Burrow looks solid today. So this kick goes to the back of the end zone. Bears will start again. So they come out at their own 25-yard line. NB, welcome back in. Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. I've got a sleeper here. Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray. MVP. First snap, Dalton still in as quarterback. Takes the snap, handoff to Montgomery. And he gains only about a 1-yard gain on the carry up the middle. He gets automatically shut down. Kenny Young comes up and makes the tackle. Hey, Augustine, welcome to the stream. Doing pretty well. Oh, yeah, his future is incredible. He's got some really good, solid young receivers now, finally, for Cincinnati. T. Higgins, he had a great showing last year towards the end, and Higgins, I saw he had another solid game today. This pass is caught for about 10, first down, as it goes to Darnell Mooney, and he moves the chains to the 35. First and 10 coming up. Dalton from the gun. Ball spotted at the Chicago 35-yard line. Montgomery lined up to the left side. Dalton takes the snap, looks right, fires right. That's complete at the far sideline. Caught of around 7 as it goes to the 42, out of bounds on the catch is made by Marquise Goodwin. Dakota, welcome to stream. Sorry to hear that, man. Wishing you the best there. Hopefully everything will go well for you, bud. Yeah, the Browns toe for toe today. They competed right with Kansas City. That right there, that could be an AFC Championship game preview. 2nd and 3. In motion, Goodwin towards the right. Handoff up the middle of Montgomery. Spin move, takes it just to about the 45. We'll see where this football is spotted. Right at the first down marker, depending on the spot of the ball. Oh, sorry to hear that, Augustine. Yeah, hopefully your team will start to do much better for you, man. I hear you, though. I was on those teams. I've been on teams that used to win a ton of games, win championships, and then I've also been on teams that's, lost, the majority of the schedule and only won, 2 or 3 games in the season. That happens to be a first down. Gets it to the 45 of Chicago territory. Dalton hands it off this time to Williams. Williams breaks out of the pack, takes it for about a gain of around 5 in the rush to midfield. So we'll bring up a 2nd and 5. Looked like he was going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, but breaking out of that hole, Damian Williams able to get out of the hole and move it over to midfield. Second and 5, ball spot at the 50. From the gun is Dalton. He's got 3 wide receivers lined up to his left. Screens it out to the left side. Pass complete to Bird. And Bird will rush up for about a gain of 3 on the catch. It's going to bring up about a 3rd and 2 coming up for Chicago now, as they go inside the Rams territory once again. This is looking familiar. All game long, these drives keep on stalling out around the 40s for the last 2 drives in particular for Chicago. 3rd and 2. Clock under 8 minutes left to go before half. Dalton from the gun. Montgomery comes in as the back, lined up to the left side. In motion, Goodwin towards the right. Dalton takes a snap, back to pass, fires. That ball is broken up, incomplete. And there is no flag down on the field. The broken up pass by David Long Jr. for LA, as it was intended for Allen Robinson. Robinson, the lead wide receiver for Chicago, and he's been held to just 1 catch for 5 yards tonight. That looked like that hand came in well before by Long. He got away with one He got away with pass interference. Robinson couldn't even see the football at all, and the ball didn't even go into Robinson's hands. It went off a long. So this time, Chicago will boot the football away with their punter, Pat O'Donnell. Rams back to return, and a fair catch made by Kupp just past the 10, around the 12. So the Rams coming back onto the field, pinned inside their own 15. They'll start off. 7:18 left to go in the second quarter. It's all LA so far, 13-zip. Yeah, that is the first punt of the game. So Johnny Hecker's he's yet to come into the game today. So the Rams have scored in their first 3 drives, touchdown, field goal. And then the Bears, happen to be their 4th drive, they punted away for the first time. So Chicago's drives tonight, it's been an interception inside the Rams 10. The turnover on downs around the 40 of Rams territory. And then the stripped fumble that Dalton turned it over on the 4th and 4. That was the 3rd drive. And then this one results in the punt. So it took all the way till almost midway through the second quarter. Or yeah, we are basically midway through the second quarter. 7:18 left to go in the second, past the midway mark in the second quarter for the first punt to happen in this game. Hey, what's good, Anthony? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to take the Bucks for this year. Would not be shocked if Tom Brady wins his 8th Super Bowl ring. If there is stiff competition in the NFC this year, I'm going to go for Arizona. I think the Cardinals are a team to monitor, watch out for. Kyler Murray had 5 touchdowns today. Hey, I'm doing pretty well. Been doing pretty well, Warren. So we are back into this game. 7:18 left to go in the second. Rams will start off around their own 11-yard line. They go 5 wide with Stafford. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap. Screens it over to Higbee. Past the 10, and he will only be able to get about a gain of 1 on it. Huge open field tackle made by Tashawn Gibson. Safety for Chicago, as he takes Higbee down to the ground for only a gain of 1 in the screen. Second and 9 coming up for the Rams. Ball spotted at their own 12-yard line. Stafford from the gun. He's got 4 wide receivers. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And then the backfield, Henderson lined up to the right side. Takes a snap, looks left. Pump fake, Stafford gets swarmed. Drop back all the way back at the 3-yard line for the sack. It is Akeem Hicks who came in as the pocket collapsed on Stafford and gets credit for this sack. The Bears rushing 4 up front. And Hicks just able to get past his offensive lineman, blow right past him. He was working on Brian Allen, the center, and able to get to Stafford and drop him back around his own 3-yard line. Yeah, I am a huge fan of fall. I love the fall season. My birthday's in October. The leaves changed. This will be a 3rd and 18 coming up. And the Rams deep in their own territory. We have a flag down. This is delay a game to make matters worse here for this drive for LA. It backs them up even further. Delay a game by the Rams. Took too much time. 3rd and 19. Ball spotted at their own 1-yard line for Stafford. Operating out of his own end zone from the gun. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right for receivers. Henderson in the backfield to the right side. Stafford screens out to the left side. That's complete past the 5. Taken down around the 8-yard line. Well short of the first down mark. And LA will have to boot this football away. Big stop by Chicago. The Rams come away with no points on the first drive that they have had tonight stall out. Defensively, Roquan Smith, one of the linebackers who came in after the catch was made by Robert Woods. Second catch made of the game for Woods as he took it for about a catch of 8. That's now 2 catches for 16 by Woods. Back at his own end zone, standing at the edge of the Los Angeles G is the punter Johnny Hecker. He boots this one away. Rams back to return all the way back at their own 42 as they catch it, take it past the 45 and around a gain of 4 to the 46. That will be a 4-yard return by Simba Webster. 4:42 left to go before halftime. The Bears back on the field coming up. Rams' first drive of the game stalls out as they scored touchdown, field goal, first 3 drives. So what's been working for Chicago has been rushing with David Montgomery. He's got a chunk rush of 41. He's on 5 carries of 61 yards total. So that could be an area where they look to go to on the next time. This is going to be massive here for Chicago because obviously if they want to hang into this game, they need to put points on the board this drive for them. They start off with their best field position of the game. This ball will be spotted around the Chicago 46. So if they want to make this a game, this is a huge drive for them. The Rams are going to receive the second half kick. Yeah, hopefully everything's well for you, Dakota. Send my best wishes for you, man. So right now we're just in the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, tonight. Special live stream, Sunday Night Football. Bears and Rams. Feel free to join me back tomorrow night. I'll be back covering Monday Night Football. Ravens against the Raiders in the season opener. Baltimore's got 17 players listed on the injury report for this week's game. They have multiple players done for the season-ending injuries. Specifically, the running back core got hit extremely hard throughout training camp to the beginning of the season. J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill, and then Gus Edwards suffered a season-ending injury this week. Torn ACLs in the running back core. Marcus Peters for Baltimore also this week. It was back-to-back plays, him and Edwards both. It's just absolutely devastating for the Ravens. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Chicago. Ball spotted as they'll start off at their own 45. Pass by Dalton, complete. Pass midfield to Kamet. And he is taken out of bounds. It appears to just be shy of the first down marker. We'll see where the referees spot this football. And they will give it a 1st and 10. So moving the chains for the Rams, 1st and 10. As they are now at the 45 of Rams territory. Chicago with it, ace formation, Dalton hands it off up the middle, Montgomery. Past the 40, makes a move, takes it for another gain of 10 in the first down. David Montgomery again Rushing the ball well downhill. He's got 6 carries so far for 71 on the ground. The hole open up there, straight up the middle. Once again, ace formation. 3.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Dalton takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery, and Montgomery bounces off of a tackler. Looked like he was going to get wrapped up by Joseph Day for a loss of 1 in the backfield. Instead, he turns it into positive yardage, dives forward to about a gain of 3. What a way to make that run count for something by Montgomery. Joseph Day has him tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1, and just able to get around him. Hands right on him, moves him away, and picks up 3. 2nd and 7, under 3 minutes left to go. Ball spotted at the 32 of Ram territory. Dalton passes underneath, complete past the 25, first down to the 24. It is caught by Allen Robinson. Second catch of the game made by him, moves the chains. This is a big momentum drive here by Chicago. First drive stalled out in the LA red zone inside the 10. It was a interception thrown in the back of the end zone, deflected pass by Dalton. Hey, what's good, Playboy Brian? Welcome to the stream. Here's a handoff once again to Montgomery. Stutter step boot here. He takes it to the 20. 4-yard carry. As we will hit the 2-minute warning before halftime. 13 LA, 0 Chicago, but the Rams have controlled this game tonight with some big chunk plays. The Bears, though, striking, looking to go on the board for the first time today. Chicago's got more first downs than Los Angeles. 10 first downs by the Bears. 6 first downs by LA, as LA's going chunk plays. And also, when it's come to total time of possession, the Bears have possessed the football for almost 17 minutes compared to LA with just over 11 minutes. Oh yeah, fall. For me, it's the fall season. That's the best time of the year. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, 13-0, LA leading. Rams starting to get momentum, though. Big key, will they be able to put points on the board? That's what we'll find out here as we are under the 2-minute, or in the 2-minute warning. It will be a 2nd and 7 once we get back from break. Ball spotted at the red zone at the LA 20. Sorry to hear that, Dakota. Hopefully everything will go well for you, man. So sorry to hear that. I'm going to take the Ravens in that one tomorrow. Yeah, usually Baltimore does extremely well on their opening game that they have. So despite injuries, I'll take Baltimore tomorrow. It's crazy that even Rex Grossman took Chicago to a Super Bowl. That's just crazy to realize. It's been so long since they've had like a solid quarterback. Dalton passes underneath. First down catch past the 15. Diving forward is Robinson to around the 13. Needed 5, got 7. So we are back from the timeout. Chicago with a football. 1st and 10 as they move the chains inside the Rams 15. Hey, have a nice night, MB. First and 10, Dalton from the gun. He's got Goodwin lined up to the right side. To the left side is Montgomery. Ball spot at the 12. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. Nothing there. He is dragged down in his backfield for about a loss of 2. Justin Hollins takes down Montgomery from behind. The clock will stop. 1:10 left to go before halftime. What's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's so much more competition with a lot of NFL streamers, and then also it's a lot of people try to show the games, and they keep on getting taken down, like multiple people. Like if you probably type in Rams versus Bears live, you probably come up with like a bunch of videos that it won't even allow you to look at the thing because it probably says like click link or something like that. There's a lot of those. Instead, the NBA usually shuts those down, but they usually stay up, I believe, for NFL. Because people just keep on creating link after link after link. What's good? Chris in the stream, welcome in. 2nd and 10 coming up, 1:10 left to go before halftime. The Bears have the football back of the Rams 13 inside the red zone. Dalton takes a snap back to pass. Pressure comes in the pocket. Forced out to his right. He's going to scramble. Past the 10 to the 5. Diving forward around to the 4-yard line. 1 yard shy of the first. No penalty flag down as the Ram defender came in. Knocked down Dalton as he slid head first down to the ground just shy of the first down marker. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Time keeps on ticking down with the Bears as they need 1 more yard to the first down. Ball spotted around the Rams 3.5-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Montgomery, second effort, diving to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears put points in the drive. 9 plays, 55 yards, over 4 minutes off the clock, and with 34 seconds left, they cash it in for 6. It is a 4-yard touchdown rush up the gut by David Montgomery. Ooh. Let's see if this will count. Was that arm down? Now that football comes across. On that last replay we saw, this is going to be close whether that arm was down before the football extended across the goal line. They do confirm it. It is a touchdown. The snap to hold the extra point is up, and that's through the uprights by Cairo Santos. Chicago on the board, 13-7. Time. It is a touchdown rush by David Montgomery for the Bears. So that is a massive drive there by Chicago. They needed momentum. They finally got it. And going into halftime, it's going to be the Rams who come out, receive the second half kickoff. Chicago start out with the football first. LA has gone... Today they've gone pass heavy with Matthew Stafford. So giving Stafford his reps. They also haven't controlled the game. They've gone chunk plays and gone into the end zone for LA. 10 for 13 passing by Stafford, 151 yards, averaging just under 12 yards per pass downfield, touchdown pass, and 13 passing attempts to 6 rushing attempts for just 14 yards in the grounds for the Rams. So that's something that obviously going to see if they can look to get things going, especially when it comes later in this game, trying to control the time of this game for LA. If they keep on being up, is rushing that football. Sony Michel hasn't even seen any time of the field so far. So Sony Michel picked up late August in a trade from the Patriots. We've seen Darrell Henderson get 4 carries for 6 yards, and then Robert Woods got a carry of 7. But that's it so far. What's good, Jose? Welcome on the stream. Oh, wow, that's awesome there, Ian. Yeah, whoever had Tyreek Hill, of course, in the season opener always has big games. Had another massive game today. This ball will be kicked off away. We're back into action. 34 seconds left to go. The Rams will elect not to take it out of their own end zone. And LA will take over starting at their own 25. Mike in the stream, welcome in. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel again. Doing pretty well. LA takes the snap. Stafford will take the knee, and that's how they close out in the first half of this game. 13 LA, Chicago 7. The Rams coming up on their first 3 drives, scoring touchdown, field goal. On their last drive, they were held all the way back at their own 1-yard line, had to boot it away. And it will be LA coming up with a football to receive the second half kick since Chicago started out with the ball to start things off. So 4 drives by the Rams. Chicago with 5 drives in this game, and the final one resulting in a touchdown rush from 4 yards out by David Montgomery. He has been a positive piece to this game. Started out with a 41-yard rush down the field in the first drive. Chicago in their first drive, they were inside the red zone. Andy Dalton threw an interception at the Rams' 8-yard line that they got as far as it went back into the end zone, picked off by David Long of LA. And then LA responded with a 67-yard touchdown pass. 2 plays later, Matthew Stafford to Van Jefferson, second-year player from Florida. Rams were up 7-0. And then Chicago on their second drive stalled out. It was a 4th down that they stalled out on for a 4th and short. Turned over the ball in downs. Rams got it. They kicked the field goal. And then on the third drive for Chicago, once again, 4th and 4. Andy Dalton stripped from behind, recovered by LA. LA gets another field goal off of that. 13-0 Rams. And then Chicago punted away the football in their 4th drive. That was the first punt of the game by Pat O'Donnell. And then their 5th drive for LA after Johnny Hecker punt for LA for Chicago in their 5th drive resulted in the touchdown rush by David Montgomery. Hey, have a nice night, Patrick. Thanks so much for being a part of the stream, man. So Justin Fields has been a change of pace from time to time in this game. He's been out once in the blue moon, basically. Fields got 1 passing attempt in. He's a perfect 1-for-1, 9 passing yards. And also he took a second snap. They ended up running a jet sweep, though, down the left sideline to Marquise Goodwin. And he got -2 rushing yards in that as the Rams defense just sniffed that out completely. Rams has only rushed the football 7 times as a team. That's only 12 rushing yards in the ground for LA, so they haven't really done mixing so much in this game. It's been pass-heavy for the Rams, 13 passes to 7 rushes. They've only run 20 plays compared to the Bears with 34 plays, and the Bears outgaining them total time of possession over 18 minutes by Chicago to 11 minutes by LA, but Rams with 1 less drive than what Chicago had in the first half, and LA is going to receive the second half kick. So right now we're just at halftime. Glad to have you guys in the stream. Let's see here. We got the poll out. So final take on the poll here. Who you taking tonight? And we got it out in the chat. Rams or Bears. I'll release that. I'll release that in a couple minutes. So if you haven't already voted, feel free to vote. I'll put it up here for another few minutes or so. In case you missed NFL action here, we'll do a update what happened today throughout the NFL. Arizona steamrolling past Tennessee. Kyler Murray had 5 touchdown passes en route to a 38-13 victory. Seattle took on Indianapolis. The Seahawks just keep on rolling. Let Russ cook. So we see this pass deep downfield for Tyler Lockett. One of 2 touchdown catches by Lockett. 28-16. Seahawks over the Colts. Pittsburgh used a big second half advantage to their favor. A lot of big hits in this game against Buffalo. Pittsburgh's defense comes up big with a punt block. The Steelers able to beat the Bills 23-16 in the upset in Orchard Park earlier today. Cleveland, Kansas City, this game was mostly Cleveland that led. And then the Browns botched a punt by their punter, Jamie Gillian, inside his own 15. He got tackled, set up a touchdown. A couple plays later, Mahomes to Travis Kelce, and that put up the Chiefs for good. Chiefs winning 33-29 over Cleveland. That was an incredible game. It was all Saints today. This game was at Jacksonville. They did not play in the Superdome. Still recovering from Hurricane Ida, but Jameis Winston, 5 touchdown passes. Looks like the Saints found themselves a QB. What a start, 38-3 New Orleans over Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers threw 2 interceptions. So yeah, I didn't follow Green Bay in the preseason, but looks like that was his worst career loss ever for Aaron Rodgers by 35 points. Happened today in the season opener, losing 38-3, and obviously just not much interest. From what I was reading, though, from other people, because I didn't follow Green Bay in the preseason, but when I was reading, a lot of the comments that were put there were about how the starters barely got any time in the preseason to find receive any snaps or find a rhythm with their teammates and build any sort of chemistry. So yeah, this game just rough for Green Bay. They just come out today and they turned the ball over 3 times, only kick a field goal, couldn't even reach the end zone. Let's see, so who you taking tonight here? Looks like the Rams winning this category 54-46. So that's what the poll is. Thanks so much for everybody for voting in that poll. A lot of other matchups from earlier today. Philadelphia looking great. Their first game, Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdown passes, 32-6 over the Falcons. Cincinnati getting a victory in overtime over Minnesota, 27-24. 49ers having a big game, putting up 41 points against the Lions. This game was not a contest. That score does not indicate what type of game it was. For the most part, a blowout. I think the Niners were up. They were up 34-10, and then the Lions got 16 points in the fourth quarter. Chargers winning over Washington 20-16. Panthers beat the Jets 19-14. Texans with a victory. A lot of people counted out Houston with no Deshaun Watson. A lot of people just counted them out, thinking that they go 0-16 or 0-17, and guess what? Already winning against the Jaguars. 3 interceptions by Trevor Lawrence in his career debut. He only completed 28 passes out of 51 attempts, so that is going to be something obviously he needs to work on. And same as Zach Wilson for the Jets, because I was seeing a low completion percentage from him as well from today. So obviously rookie quarterback struggling in their first career start. Lawrence goes 28 for 31 passing, 3 touchdown passes, 3 picks. That's only a completion percentage of around 54% if you add it up for Lawrence there today. Michael, welcome to stream. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I was stunned today from Green Bay. That was just unfortunate for the Packers with their showing today. Like, when I looked at that score, I was like, what's going on? Because I didn't know what to expect from New Orleans. And New Orleans to come out like that, I thought it'd be New Orleans' defense that would be like the big key to their team this year. I didn't think they put up 38 in their first game. What's good? Paul on the stream, welcome in. I think that Rodgers is just not interested anymore in Green Bay. Like that's extremely concerning because he was, a lot of rumors with him had him tied to the Broncos this offseason. And yeah, this is concerning because not even sure if he's going to make it through the season if he's just disinterested like this. I didn't watch that game today. I was out throughout most of the day, but from what I was hearing, a lot of buzz was that the starters didn't get many reps in the preseason, and that definitely could have had a factor for today. Because from the looks of it, there was just no chemistry at all. So we're still at halftime, getting ready for the second half in a little bit. Rams were up 13-0. Chicago with a much-needed touchdown for the Bears to get themselves within one score in this game right now. They did in their last drive into the end zone, David Montgomery for the touchdown rush. And that's the type of football that Chicago will play against you, is that they're not going to be a team that will chunk out plays with passing yards downfield. They're more of a power type of team that will run it right at you, straight to the teeth of the defense, and David Montgomery has done that tonight. He has been the key player for the Bears. 10 carries for 79 yards. First carry of the game, had it for 41 yards. His long rush today and a rushing touchdown to cap it out right before halftime. Chicago's leading receivers only got 35 receiving yards. That's Marquise Goodwin, 3 catches for 35, long of 19. That's the longest pass thrown by Andy Dalton tonight. Allen Robinson has got 3 catches for 22, a long of 9. And Cole Kmet, he's got 2 catches of 20. Not much going on as far as big chunk plays in the passing game, but for the Rams, it's been different. LA with a touchdown catch of 67 by Van Jefferson. 2 catches for 80, leading the receiving total. Robert Woods got a jet sweep of 7, and then he got a receiving catch of 6. That's the only catch that Woods has had tonight. And then Cooper Kupp's only got 2 catches for 5 yards. So I had Kupp on my bench. I've had Woods the past couple years in fantasy. Didn't pick him up this season though for fantasy football. But those who have these players, Kupp, Woods, and Robinson for Chicago, it's been a real struggle today. And also, if you picked up Darrell Henderson for a running back for the Rams and started him, he's yet to even have a fantasy point so far he's got 2 he's got 2 fantasy points for receiving, but yet to have a fantasy point for rushing. He's got 4 carries for just 6 yards, and then Henderson's got a catch of 17. Chicago's quarterback's Andy Dalton. Oh, that's awesome. Watching on Red Zone there. Yeah, NBA starts up in October. They start preseason, I think, early October, and then the actual season starts up on the 19th. So if you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for tuning in. Special live stream Sunday Night Football, Bears versus Rams. Tomorrow night, I plan on being back for Monday Night Football. The Rams will receive the second half kickoff, as the Bears on the field to boot this ball away in just a moment. This will be Cairo Santos, the kicker from Brazil, as he boots this football away in LA. Back to return this kick as they'll let it bounce all the way back in their own end zone, and the Rams will start off at their own 25. Oh, man, sorry to hear that, Ryan. Yeah, that's right. They changed the whole format of it. I think it's different now how they do it for rushing yards. They have, like, different formats. Some of them do even points, and the one that we're in does, like, decimals. Yeah, I made it in, like, the preseason. I think it was in, like, the very beginning of the preseason. Towards, like, mid-August. 1st and 10 from the ace formation. Stafford takes a snap. Pass deflected right at the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete. Soaring up in the air, Jalen Johnson comes in and knocks down the pass to the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Johnson just soars up in the air. That ball was intended for Cooper Kupp, open underneath. Second and 10 now for LA. Ball is spotted at their own 25-yard line. From the gun is Stafford. He's got Henderson lined up to the right side. 2 wide, bunched up to the right, 1 to the left. Stafford takes a snap, handoff on the draw to Henderson. Up the middle, nothing there. The door closes right in on him. Tackle made. Goes to Roquan Smith. And also Nichols coming through the middle, picking up the tackle for Chicago along with him. 3rd and 10. Stafford takes a snap back in the pocket, releases in the middle of the field. That ball complete to the 44-yard line. It is a catch made of about 19 by Robert Woods. 2nd made catch of the game. Moves the chains. What's good, Armando in the stream? Welcome in. Glad to have you back in the stream. Hope all is going well, man. Vaughn, what's good? Looks like Vaughn already a big winner. First and 10 for the Rams at their own 44. Stafford takes a snap. Airs it out deep down the middle of the field. Wide open Kupp. 1 catch, 10, 5 touchdown. There's a flag down though. We'll take a look at the penalty flag. Matthew Stafford. A 56-yard touchdown pass to Cooper Kupp, if this does stand, as nobody for Chicago in the defense was remotely close to Kupp. And this is a roughing the passer play penalty on Chicago, and it will be a touchdown. 56 yards. Stafford to Kupp into the end zone for 6. Nobody even on him. His man, number 23 for Chicago, just gave up on him. Marquis Christian loses sight of Cooper Kupp, and he's deep down the middle of the field. And Stafford just drops it right into the breadbasket at the 10-yard line. And Kupp with a walk-in touchdown into the end zone. The roughing the passer penalty was on Akeem Hicks after Stafford launched that ball deep down the field. Here's the extra point. It is up and through the uprights. And the Rams, just like how they started out this game in their first drive, they have another big strike, a 67-yard pass to Van Jefferson on the first touchdown grab. And now one from 56 over to Cooper Kupp, as he's got 3 catches for 61. As we go on a media break, Rams up 20-7. Ricky, what's good? Glad to have you in the stream. Oh, man, so sorry to hear that. Sending my condolences out to you, man. So sorry, man. My thoughts and prayers are with you. Maddie, what's good? Welcome to stream. He took the Rams in the line, 9-point favorites. Looking great right now for that. So Chicago once again in trouble with this defense giving up 2 chunk plays for big touchdown catches. And once again, Chicago hasn't been able to get chunk plays as far as their passing offense. It's been through the ground by David Montgomery so far. And he's got 10 carries for 79, long of 41, got the touchdown rush. And they got the touchdown in the last drive that Chicago had before halftime. They had their best field goal or field position yet. They started out around their own 45 off of the punt, because that's when the Rams booted it away from their own end zone. So this is going to be difficult here for the Bears to get right back into this game, knowing that they haven't been able to go deep downfield themselves. And the Rams defense they're facing, it's been a tough task. Top defense last year in all of the NFL. Okay, so we get right back into this game. 20-7 the score. 13:52 in the third quarter. And the Rams take their opening drive to go 1:08 downfield. 75 yards and a touchdown. This ball gets kicked to the 5, return, past the 10, past the 15, out of bounds around the 17 on the return. And that's where Chicago will start things off. Deep in their own territory, they start off at their own 17-yard line. Yeah, Bears are in some serious trouble. They've been controlling the clock in this game as far as rushing, but you need to go pass in this situation down by 13. And they just haven't been able to be successful today with their passing offense. Dalton, this pass, as that's about a gain of 7 on the catch. It goes to the far side and is caught by Mooney. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 3 at the 25. Montgomery in the backfield. They go into ace formation for the Bears. 2nd down and about 4. Dalton handoff up the middle of Montgomery, and he gets stopped maybe for a gain of 1 in the carry, but coming in for the defense, picking up the tackle, Sebastian Joseph Day. Only manages to get a yard, and the carry by Montgomery brings up about a 3rd and 3. Eleven carries for 81, the rush touchdown for Chicago by David Montgomery. He is in the backfield, lined up to the left side of Dalton. Dalton takes the snap from the gun, passes towards the left side. That ball complete around the 33, caught by Robinson. It moves the chains. Catch of around 7 on the reception by Allen Robinson. He's got himself now 4 catches for 29 in the first down. First and 10 Chicago, ball spotted at their own 33-yard line. LA playing deep coverage, but a handoff to Montgomery. Takes it past the 35, and he'll move this football to around the 39 as he gets tackled. Gain of 6 in the rush. Yeah, Stafford's been terrific so far. He has a legit offensive line out in front of him to protect him. He's got a great defense to back up this team when needed. Number 1 defense from last year. They haven't ran the football, though. They've only got 12 yards in the ground. They've been pass heavy. Play action, Dalton back to pass. Passes underneath, complete. Takes it past the 40, first down, past the 45, and diving forward to around the 48-yard line in the catch. So that is made in the backfield by Montgomery. Moves the chains for Chicago. First and 10 now for the Bears. Ball spotted just shy of midfield. In the backfield, change of back, Damian Williams. Play action, Dalton in trouble. Keeps on rolling out to his right. Fires downfield, out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for Kmet as the pressure was buckling down towards him. And Dalton made the correct decision just to throw it away instead of taking a sack that probably would have been around a 20-yard loss as he just kept on drifting back and back and back and back. .10:36 in the third, 2nd and 10 coming up. Bears with the football just before midfield at their own 49. Dalton from the gun. He's got 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Screens it out to Williams. Complete. Rushes past midfield down the right sideline and gains around 7 on the catch. Now we'll go to about the 44 of Ram territory, and it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 3. Big play here for the Bears. They have turned it over 2 times in this game. One of those was on a 4th down play that they were trying to convert for, and another one was inside the Rams' 10 in the first drive of the game, which resulted in an interception. So 2 4th down conversions that they missed upon for Chicago, and once again, they're kind of in that zone. 3rd and 2. Ball spotted at the Rams' 44. Chicago. Pass underneath by Dalton, drifts back and back and back. Fight for the football. Caught in traffic by Kmet right at the marker for the first down. How in the world did he catch that one? That was a dangerous pass. Looked like it could have been intercepted. That was close. Kmet able to haul in a line drive pass around his belly button. So he hauls it in. Troy Reeder, incredibly close to intercepting that football. Inches away, and Kmet somehow came down with it at the marker and moves the chains. Sorry about that, Paul. Yeah, hopefully next week there, man. So we're going to go on the timeout here. 10:36 left to go in the third quarter. Rams up 20-7. Bears just got a first down as they're now inside the Rams' 45-yard line. We got over 50 people watching. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified future live streams that I do cover. Majority of my contents I usually cover is play-by-play of basketball games and NBA games, also college hoops, but I also cover special live streams, football games, baseball, a couple NASCAR races, same as tennis I've covered a little bit before, and also lacrosse. And welcome on board being a part here tonight. Tomorrow night I'll be back for Monday Night Football, so you guys are welcome to come on by. Ravens against Raiders. So Andy Dalton, high completion percentage in this game, 18 for 23, passing 130 yards, but that's because he's doing checkdowns constantly by Dalton tonight. Not taking any deep shots, not really any explosive plays whatsoever. The biggest play was the first rush of the game by David Montgomery for Chicago, 41 yards on the ground. And the Bears got long receiving yards of 19 by Marquise Goodwin. That's the longest catch. And then after that, a catch of 10 by Cole Kmet. And then a catch of 10 by Damiere Byrd. And a catch of 10 by David Montgomery. But those are the long catches. Whereas LA has had chunk plays here. These are the largest catches tonight. Matthew Stafford looking incredible tonight. 12 for 26. Or 12 for 16 passing. That is 226 passing yards, averaging just over 14 yards per pass completion downfield with 2 touchdown passes by Stafford. And he's got catch longs of 67 for a touchdown by Van Jefferson, 56 by Cooper Kupp, 18-yard catch by Deshaun Jackson, a catch of 19 by Robert Woods, and then a catch of 17 by Higbee and Henderson. Back into the game, past the 40 in the rush is the carry by Montgomery, about a gain of 4 on the carry, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. So Chicago has it now inside the Rams' 40-yard line. Second down and 6. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line of LA. Dalton takes a snap, passes towards the far side, completed at the 30. Moves up the field, tackle down around the 26. Completion goes for about 10, moves the chains. That catch is made by Marquise Goodwin. Goodwin tonight leading the receiving category. He's got 4 catches for 45, and a long for Chicago of 19. So if you took Allen Robinson in fantasy here, he doesn't really have much tonight, just 4 catches for 29. Some of the fantasy players probably taken in drafts, Robinson, Kupp, and Woods, and Kupp with a big touchdown catch. So Kupp has started to break out, but Woods has got 2 catches for 25. Robinson, 4 catches for 29, and Kupp 3 catches for 61 in the TD. Here's a rush by Montgomery up the middle of the hashes. Carries it for about a gain of 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 coming up for Chicago. Another hole that came up and just completely evaporated with Rams defenders submerging in. 2nd and 7, ball spotted at the Rams 22. A rush to the left side of the hashes, carried by Damian Williams, and ends up getting the 1st down. Needed around 7, got himself just over that number. And moving this ball just shy of the 15-yard line for the 1st down for Chicago. Justin Fields now comes in as quarterback for this play. 1st and 10, Fields with a pass completion of 9 on the first drive. 12-play drive consisting of 65 yards in over 7 minutes off the clock. Ball spot at the 16 of LA. From the gun is Fields. He takes the snap. Fields, shovel pass complete, but only a gain of 1 on the catch. We'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Fields goes back to the bench. It's going to be Dalton who heads back into the game for Fields under center. So Fields faked the end-around jet sweep to Mooney, shoveled it underneath for a 1-yard catch in the last play. The Rams defense not fooled by that trickery there. The catch was made by Robinson for 1 yard. There's an injured player down in the offensive line for Chicago. It's number 75, offensive tackle, Larry Borum. He is the one who is down right now. The medical staff comes out to the field for the Bears. Clock will stop. 6:12 left to go in the third quarter. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Type in the chat if you guys are new who you're rooting for in this game, Rams or Bears. And welcome into the stream. That's tough seeing one of your offensive linemen going down like that. Larry Borum has to get helped out as he hobbles towards the sideline. A lot of weight as he is having a lot of trouble putting weight on his left foot. We are back into action. Chicago now with a 2nd and 9. Six minutes left to go in the third quarter. Ball spotted in the red zone. At the Rams 15, from the gun is Dalton. Dalton takes the snap, hands it off to Williams, takes it to the left side, and nothing really much there as he is gang tackled onto the ground and brings up a 3rd and long. Ooh, and a little scrum breaking out after the whistle right there. Separating a couple of players as the field judge had to come in. Yeah, I think you've been here around, like December, I believe, if I had to track back. This will be a 3rd and 8 coming up. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end in this personnel for Chicago. Ball spotted at the LA 14-yard line. And that play clock was winding down, and the Bears will have to burn a timeout. First timeout of the second half by Chicago. Edison, welcome on the stream once again. Niners look great today. That game went over 70 points in the over-under against Detroit. But yeah, that game wasn't even closer on most of it. So right now we take a timeout. 20-7 to score. Chicago with a big drive here. It's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up with a ball spot at the Rams 14 as we're going to be back after the break. Looks like it's a quick timeout taken. So really brief timeout, 3rd and 8. Andy Dalton with 2 turnovers, an interception on the first drive inside the Rams 10, and then also fumbled going for it on a 4th down and 4 on the 3rd drive of the game. 2 4th down turnover on downs. One of them actually resulted in that fumble by Dalton stripped from behind. The first one that they had on the 2nd drive was a turnover on downs. 5:08 left to go in the 3rd. Dalton from the gun takes the snap, passes left corner, shy of the goal line. That ball is complete inside the 5. Forward progress will be made around the 3. Get off of me by Jimmy Graham as he catches his first ball of the game. Graham was gang swarmed by a group of defenders for the Rams. Forward progress has him down at the 3, and then Jalen Ramsey was just holding him all over, and Graham just with an elbow after the play was over. Unhappy with Ramsey holding him up like that, extended for quite some time. Casey, welcome to the stream, man. 1st and goal for Chicago. They are in striking distance inside the Rams 5. From the gun, Fields the quarterback. Fields gonna go for the end around here towards the right side. Runs it into the end zone. Touchdown. Justin Fields, quarterback keeper, and an option as he's able to get the edge down the far sideline and take it in for 6. What a huge play call right here by Chicago. They fake the run to Williams up the middle. Fields keeps it himself, gets a couple of key blocks, and able to go into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown rush. A big block being thrown by his tight end, number 81, J.P. Holtz. And Chicago draws within 7, a chance to make it 6. The snap, the hold, the kick is good through the uprights by Cairo Santos. 20-14 now the score. The Bears capitalize on a drive that they needed to get. And now this has become a ball game. It's going to be the big key in this game for Chicago. It's going to come down to their defense. If they can start holding the Rams, because the Rams have had 2 big chunk plays for touchdowns. In the secondary, there's been mishaps in this game for Chicago twice. A 67-yard catch in the first drive to Van Jefferson. And then the first drive to start things off in the second half, the 56-yarder to Cooper Kupp, where nobody was even remotely close in the secondary. So if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We have 4:14 left to go in the third quarter. That's how the Bears are playing today. Underneath, conservative with the football. Andy Dalton's completed 20 passes out of 25 attempts. Hasn't taken deep shots down the field. They're not an explosive type of team, but they're going to try to see if they can control this game. Whereas the Rams have gone for pass-heavy chunk plays downfield. And total time of possession, it's right now basically, it's double for Chicago. More than double. Almost 28 minutes of time of possession by the Bears compared to 12 minutes and 49 seconds by the Rams. What's good, Downman McCrab? Welcome to the stream, man. The Rams, with their big playability downfield, they've only got 8 first downs. If I probably read that to you right here, 19 first downs by Chicago, 8 first downs by LA, it's probably like, yeah, LA's getting blown out. Or so, if they've only got 8 first downs compared by 19 to the Bears, but no, it's just been total difference between these two teams has been Chicago really conservative with the ball, getting short plays after short plays lately. Nothing more than a catch of 19 is the longest grab that they've had for the game, and then big playability all over the place tonight for 2 long touchdown passes by Stafford. Yeah, the Rams have only got 12 total rushing yards. I'm shocked that Sony Michel hasn't even received a single snap tonight. This ball gets kicked off, drifts all the way back to the back of the end zone, and the Rams will take over starting at their own 25. So rushing comparison, Darnell Henderson, he's got 5 carries for 6 yards. They've got 8 carries for just 12 yards in the ground for LA. Chicago's got over 114 currently. 22 carries for 114. David Montgomery leading that total. 14 carries for 95 yards, a long of 41, and a touchdown rush. So 1st and 10 for the Rams. They have it starting at their own 25. In motion towards the right side, Deshaun Jackson had a catch of 18 in the first quarter. 2 wide to the left. It is Kupp and Jefferson, handoff up the middle as they will carry it for about a rush of 5. That goes to Henderson to the 30. Did I hear NFL planning to play a game in Germany because of the huge fan base? I haven't heard anything yet. I know they got a couple games this year in London again. 2nd and 5, pass broken up, incomplete, looking for Cooper Kupp at the first down marker. He gets broken up by Marquis Christian and brings up a 3rd and 5 for LA. So if the Bears defense does stop LA in this drive, Chicago will get another opportunity to keep on taking time off the clock, make their way into the 4th quarter, and have a chance to score a touchdown based on the rate that they're going for long drives, taking up a solid amount of time off the clock. Rams from the gun here, going 5 wide. Stafford takes a snap, 3rd and 5, back to pass, fires across the middle, complete, gets Higbee. Catch of 6 in the first down, made at the 36. Bullseye right down the middle to Higbee. Terrific job by Higbee. That ball was a bullet thrown in there by Stafford just for him to turn his back to the football and snag it just in time. He immediately got crushed right after he caught that football by Roquan Smith. Once again, Stafford back to pass, airs it out, down the near sideline, that's complete, past the 40, 35-30, stiff arm out of bounds, inside the 30-yard line, back-to-back catches by Higbee, moving the chains for a chunk play, once again for the Rams. Tyler Higbee getting a catch in the secondary, nobody remotely close on him. They see a mismatch between a tight end and a linebacker downfield. And in coverage was Roquan Smith. 1st and 10 now for the Rams. Stafford, 14 for 19 passing, 269 yards through the air and 2 touchdown passes. Tyler Higbee with 5 catches for 68. As he's the number 2 receiver behind Van Jefferson with 80 receiving yards. Here's a rush towards the far sideline. Gets around 2 in a carry as it goes to Deshaun Jackson on the jet sweep. What's good from the Philippines? John Emmanuel on the stream. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel. 2:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball spotted at the Chicago 30. Stafford takes the snap, back to pass, fires. Far sideline, caught by Kupp about a yard shy of the first down marker. This will bring up a 3rd and short now. The Rams inside the red zone at the 18. They need to get to the 17 for the first down marker. 3rd and 1. Stafford from the gun. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Takes a snap, looks left, fires left, complete, over the cut, past the 10, to the 5, spin move, diving forward to the end zone. Field judge comes running in, signals, it's a touchdown. Cooper Kupp. What a catch he makes on the left side of the hashes, in for 6 as he breaks a tackle in a spin move inside the 5 and lunges forward for the touchdown catch. 7 plays, 75 yards, and the TD by Kupp. He's lined up to the left and behind Jefferson. Oh, nice move on his defensive back as he was working on Marquis Christian. And then he goes spin move, tackle from behind. His knee was short. That will not be 6. The touchdown will be taken away. His knee is down around the 2-yard line as Kupp lunging forward over the goal line, but that knee is down before that ball is across the goal line. He was tackled from behind by Eddie Jackson. So right now it's okay. So the 26 will not be on the board. It's 20-14 it goes back to. And this will result in the 1st and goal now for the Rams with a ball at the 2-yard line of Chicago. The touchdown will not count for Kupp. Cooper Kupp, 5 catches, now the new leading wide receiver in this game. He's got 84 receiving yards in a touchdown catch of 56. Matthew Stafford nearing 300. 17 for 22, 295 through the air. 1.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Rams striking here. As that ball is placed, it's a little bit further actually at the goal line. They go into ace formation. Stafford handoff up the middle. That is a touchdown by Henderson. Across the goal line he goes for 6. 8 plays, 75 yards. 2 minutes, 55 seconds on that drive by the Rams, and they have struck for 2 touchdowns right out of the gate in the 3rd quarter. Back-to-back TDs by LA. The offensive line opens up a hole. Big hole started by one of the offensive guards, Austin Corbett, number 63. The extra point, it is up and through by the Rams, and they lead at 27-14. $1:19 left to go in the third quarter. Once again, the Rams go up by 13 points. As we'll go on a media break. Yup, 12 years of playing for the Lions as Matthew Stafford finally free. Finally with a team that he can go and succeed with. What a game by Stafford tonight. His wide receivers he's got around him, they are speedy. Cooper Kupp, an absolute stud. Watch out for this man to be a breakout type of player this year. Yeah, that'd be the Rams right there in mid-season form. Big chunk plays been the history of this game tonight by the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford with long passes of 67 to Van Jefferson, 56 to Cooper Kupp. Both of those passes resulted in touchdown catches. 37 to Tyler Higbee, 19 to Robert Woods, 18 to Deshaun Jackson, 17 to Darrell Henderson Jr. Chunk plays all over the place in the passing game for the LA Rams, as the Bears have found themselves right now in a track meet to start off the second half. It's been really difficult to match for Chicago as they've been able to score their first drive in a touchdown, but they are going for lengthy drives. And before you know it, this clock will just keep on ticking down and down and down as we're 1:19 remaining before the end of the third. Yeah, definitely relieved after today's game for Detroit, allowing the 49ers to put up 41 on the board. Most of those points were put up early on in the game. They were getting blown out. The score doesn't indicate what the actual game was like, because the Lions were getting blown out today. The Niners won 41-33, but 16 of those points, basically half of the Lions' points, were scored in that fourth quarter alone. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I cover play-by-play of sports here on the channel. It's mainly basketball games that I specialize in, college basketball and NBA that I specialize in, but I also cover special live streams of other sports, football with NFL and college football games. Also, I've covered Major League Baseball games before, same as NASCAR racing a couple times, lacrosse and tennis I've done as well. As we are back into action, 1:19 left to go in the third. This kickoff will be fielded by Chicago. Past the 10, 15, wrapped up just past the 20-yard line on the return. And that's where Chicago will start off around their own 21. First and 10 for Chicago. They operate out of the pistol formation. Now Williams lines up to the right side as Dalton is in the gun. Dalton takes the snap back to pass. Passes across the middle in the slant. Complete past the 25. And chopped up at the 25. Backwards is Williams, but forward progress should have him to the 27. It's a catch of around 6. Brings up a second down and short. Under 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Dalton from the gun, the ball spotted at their own 26-yard line. Takes a snap back to pass in the slant. Complete to Williams. Past the 35 and dragged down around the 36. First down. That goes complete for about 10. There's a penalty flag down, though. We'll take a look at this penalty call. And this will be a penalty on the Rams. That's only the third penalty tonight by LA. And Chicago's only got 2 penalties themselves as a team. So not many penalty flags in this game. I was watching the end of the Steelers-Bills game. There seemed like there was a penalty flag like every single play for the final 2 minutes. Brings up a 1st and 10 for Chicago. Ball spotted at their own 37-yard line. Dalton from the gun. He takes the snap. Passes. That pass is batted down, incomplete. Dangerous ball. Defensive back Darius Williams had a break in that football, and luckily for Dalton, it fell incomplete. Williams down the near sideline. Pass was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Extremely dangerous pass right there. Second and 10. Chicago has it at their own 37. Dalton from the gun. Fake tosses. Hands it off to Montgomery. Up the middle. Past the 40. Takes it forward to around the 45. He'll be a 3rd down and short coming up for Chicago, but we end the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books tonight. Rams lead it 27-14. So the game script right now is just not in the favor for Chicago. Down by 13 points. Their defense has to get stops, and they've yet to do that in the first two drives for LA to start off the 3rd quarter. And also Chicago's taken a long time in these drives for the football. The Bears dominating total time of possession, 29 minutes and 16 seconds to LA's 15 minutes and 44 seconds. The Rams going chunk plays, whereas the Bears taking their time downfield, going short underneath passes. That's why Andy Dalton's completion rate's so high. He's 22 for 28, 167 passing yards, averaging around 6 yards per pass downfield, and also an interception on the first drive of the game. But David Montgomery, he has surpassed 100 rushing yards now on the ground. 15 carries, 103 on the ground. As a team, they got 23 carries for 122 by Chicago, and the Rams have only got 10 carries for 18. Matthew Stafford's been terrific, leading this team through the air. Multiple big plays of over 15-plus yards, and 3 of those plays for over 35-plus yards for passes. Stafford 17 for 22, 295 passing yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. Yeah, he has been really impressive tonight for Ramsey. So we're going to start off now. The 4th quarter, back from action here. 3rd quarter is wrapped up. Now moving on to 15 minutes remaining in this game. Justin Fields now in to start the 4th quarter at quarterback. Fields will hand it off up the middle on the carry. Rumbling forward. That's enough for the 1st down. Takes it to midfield for Montgomery, moving the chains. Yeah, looks like another rough season for the Jets. Zach Wilson had a tough first start of his career. They started to get momentum late, but they were shut out in the first half. 1st and 10 coming up. Dalton takes the snap back to pass, fires towards the right side near the numbers, complete for about a catch of 9 as it goes to Mooney. Brings up about a 2nd and short. Clock keeps on ticking down. Under 14 minutes remaining. Sean Sam, welcome to the stream. Things going pretty well. Glad to have you back in on the stream. 2nd and 1 coming up. Dalton from the gun. He's got Williams lined up to the right side. Now goes out wide. 3 wide receivers bunched up to the right. Dalton takes a snap back to pass. Pocket swarms in on him. Escapes the pressure. Flushes out. Picks up the first down. Past the 40. Slides down around the 37. That pocket was collapsing on Dalton and managing to break loose and escape and put it to positive yardage. Just needed 1 for the first down and got himself 3, scrambling up on the ground. Lorenzo, welcome back in, man. First and 10 for Chicago. Under 13 minutes left to go. Dalton takes a snap back to pass, fires underneath, complete to K-Mitt. K-Mitt past the 30, stood up by Ramsey. Right at the first down marker, appears to be a yard shy though. Jalen Ramsey with a strength right there, as he was the first one to meet Cole K-Mitt. And then a couple of his teammates come in, gang tackle along with him, and appears to be K-Mitt is about a yard shy of the first down marker. NBA season starts up on October 19th. 2nd and 1 now from the gun for Dalton. Takes the snap, hand off to Williams, breaks a tackle, stiff arms a man, takes it out of bounds around the 25. That's a first down. Rush of about 3. Damian Williams moves the chains, breaking tackles along the way. Basically, Chicago is running a play a minute, and this clock is just catching up to them. At the 25-yard line, yet to strike into the end zone in this drive. Under 12 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Time is precious here, and the Bears have yet to show any type of explosive plays tonight. Just 1 on the ground. It was the first carry by David Montgomery for a gain of 41. Williams lines up towards the left side in motion. Dalton takes a snap, back to pass. Watch out, Aaron Donald converges on him, and then another man gets to him. That is Hollins. Wraps up Dalton for a major sack, drifting back all the way out of field goal range. It's going to be 2nd and a mega long coming up here for the Bears. Watch out. Aaron Donald providing the pressure. First one to Dalton as he backs up Dalton. Couldn't tackle him, though. Got his arms around him. Dalton kept on backing up and up and up. What do I do? And then he gets just wrapped up. Justin Hollins, number 58, the one to take him down for a 15-yard sack. 11 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Dalton takes the snap 5 wide, launches across the middle. That ball is bobbled, and it is potentially intercepted. It might be. The referee comes in, says it's incomplete. Close to an interception, almost, for LA. It will bring up a 3rd and 25 for Chicago. That was dangerous. Across the middle of the field for a 10-yard pass, a little bit behind his wide receiver 2 on that pass by Dalton. This is one where you need a prayer here for Chicago. Largest pass of the game has gone for 19 yards. You need 25 plus in this pass by Dalton. He takes the snap. Back to pass in the pocket. Launches underneath. Complete at the 35. Breaks a tackle as K-Mitt, and then he is tackled off of 2 players here by the Rams as short of the first down marker. That is Taylor Rapp and Darius Williams coming in from the secondary to duo tackle and take down Cole K-Mitt down low. Gain of 10 on the catch. It's going to bring up a 4th and 15. 4 down territory for Chicago. Michelle, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for being a part here. 80 plus people watching. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 4th and 15, and the Bears offense will stay in the field. Just north of 10 minutes left to go. Dalton from the gun takes the snap, back to pass, clear pocket, launches towards the near sideline. It is incomplete. Intended for Mooney, short of the first down marker, about a yard, broken up in the near sideline. That pass was broken up by Robert Rochelle, and that is the 3rd time in this game that the Bears have been on a 4th down play, and they have missed it again. 0 for 3 in 4th down efficiency tonight for Chicago, and a turnover on downs. Oh, good question, Lorenzo. I'll take Queen right there. We go in a timeout. 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. And the Rams been in control in this game. 27-14 they lead. So let's see as we take a look tonight. Fantasy studs in this game for today. Matthew Stafford, 17 for 22 passing, 2 passing touchdowns, 295 yards through the air, having a terrific game. Some of the top studs for fantasy in this matchup. Cooper Kupp, 5 catches for 84 yards, touchdown catch along of 56. They've got chunk plays all game long for LA, which makes fantasy owners happy. Tyler Higbee, tight end option. He's got 5 catches for 68 yards, long of 37. Van Jefferson's got 2 catches for 80 and a touchdown grab with a 67-yard touchdown catch in the first drive of the game. Underwhelming performances today. Robert Woods with just 2 catches for 25 and then a rush of 7. And then also for Chicago, Allen Robinson's got 5 catches for just 30 yards tonight. It's actually Marquise Goodwin who's got the most receiving yards. 4 catches for 45 and a log of 19, and that's still the longest pass of the game thrown by Andy Dalton. Dalton's got the completion for 19, and then he's got numerous passes for around 10 or 11. 10-yard passes to Kamet, Damiere Byrd, David Montgomery, and 11-yard passes to Jimmy Graham and Damian Williams. And longest passes to Allen Robinson were thrown for just 9 yards, and Darnell Mooney caught a 9-yard ball. So, looking to pass in a 4th and 15 to Darnell Mooney, who at the time only had a 9-yard catch for his longest catch, and it ended up being down the near sideline, broken up in about a yard shy before the first down marker. That's how they turned it over on downs. So we're back into this game. 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Rams with the football. They start off this drive at their own 30. Hand off to Henderson. Takes it to the left side of the hashes. Rushes for about 5. As he is down at the 35. Yeah, there was a kick in this game by Matt Gay that he made in the first half. And the NBC graphic had said that kick would have been good from 66. Longest field goal we got in NFL history is 64 by Matt Prater. Another rush. Takes it for the first down. Past the 40, it's Henderson. Rumbles forward as he gains himself about 7 on the carry, moves the chains for LA. Longest field goal happened in 2013 with Matt Prater. Lions against that was... He's the kicker for the Lions. This is on... Okay, this is when he was with... Okay. So that's with when he was with Denver at the time against Tennessee. 1st and 10. Handoff again to Henderson. Takes it past midfield and a yard shy of the first down marker. Rush of 9. Little bit of a scrum here after the whistle and flags are thrown. Alec Ogletree was a part of that for Chicago here. As we'll take a look who will be assessed this penalty after the whistle was blown and a rush by Henderson for 9. Yeah, mile high or a dome. That has the best bet to do it for the longest kick. And this is a penalty on Chicago, so the pain just keeps on continuing here for the Bears. So with that, they move the chains. Unsportsmanlike conduct by Alec Ogletree. And now he heads to the bench area. A lot of pushing and shoving, and it occurred after the whistle. Ogletree was on top of one of the Rams' offensive linemen, Austin Corbett, and then that's where the pushing and shoving ensued. 1st and 10, under 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Time just keeps on going off the clock. Stafford takes the snap, handoff again to Henderson, rushes up the left side of the hashes as he will take this carry to about the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford becomes the first player with 2 50-plus yard touchdown passes in a team debut since 1968 with John Stofa from the Cincinnati Bengals. That is a throwback right there. 2nd and 5 coming up. The Rams have the ball spotted at the Bears, just shy of the Bears' 25-yard line. Stafford from the gun. He lets the play clock go down under 3 seconds. They snap it with 2. Handoff to Henderson as he will rush this one to about the 25. Still going to result in a 3rd down coming up about a 3rd and 3. Yeah, that was a shocker today that Djokovic lost in the U.S. Open final. Stafford takes the snap back to pass in the 3rd and 3. Pocket conversion. He's able to get it off, though, deep to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Kupp at the pylon off the fingertips of Kupp, trying to make the adjustment back to the football. There's a flag down, though, and we'll take a look at the penalty call. And this will be on LA. Holding on the offense. It's on the center, Brian Allen. And this will just be replay 3rd down for the Rams. So it will back up LA 10 yards. It will be a 3rd and 13. What's good, Joshua? Welcome to the stream. Third and 13 coming up for LA. Stafford from the gun. Ball spotted at the Chicago 36-yard line. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left. Screens it out to the left side of Kupp. He receives it. Kupp makes a move past the 35. Down the near sideline. Breaks another tackle past the 30. 1st down. Rumbling forward on a catch of around 15 by Cooper Kupp and takes it to about the 21-yard line of Chicago territory. 2 broken tackles along the way by Kupp. Looked like he should have been down about 10 yards shy of the 1st down marker. Breaks 1 tackle, manages to get past another defender, and puts it into a positive gain, enough to take it for the 1st. Yards after catch per reception. Cooper Kupp last season led the NFL with over 6 yards after reception. Here's a running back toss to the right side. That's over to Henderson. He gets dragged down right at the 20. A rush of about 1. Flag comes flying in, though. We'll take a look at the penalty flag here. Might have been a face mask by Chicago. That was an awkward tackle on the play. And this is going to be on the Rams, so no face mask here. Henderson got swung down by that. It's on the offense. Johnny Munt, tight end, the one who picks up a holding call for LA, backs him up 10. And time just keeps on ticking down and down and down. 1st and 20 now for the Rams. Clock is under 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Stafford operates 5 wide. 2 to the left, 3 to the right for receivers. Ball spotted at the Chicago 31-yard line. Stafford from the gun. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass in the pocket. Fires across the middle. Complete to Kupp. And he gets that catch for around 9 to the 22. So Matthew Stafford throwing darts tonight, over 300-plus passing yards, 19 for 24, 319 through the air, and 2 passing touchdowns. The first touchdown pass was a 67-yarder to Van Jefferson. Second one was 56 yards to Cooper Kupp. And what a game. Kupp has had 7 catches for over 100 yards at 108. A rush up the middle by Henderson takes it to about a 1-yard carry to the 21. And it'll bring up a third down coming up for the Rams. Clock under 4.5 minutes remaining. Rams with 3 timeouts left. Chicago with 2. And now is Sony Michel, who got his first carry of the game. He came over from the Patriots in the trade in late August. So we'll be seeing a lot more Sony Michel as the season is able to keep on rolling here. 3rd and 9 coming up. 4 minutes remaining. Stafford from the gun takes a snap. Handoff in the draw to Henderson. Past the 20. 15. First down. Rumbles forward past the 10. Diving forward to the 5-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal for LA. Rush of 16 by Darnell Henderson, moving the chains for the Rams. That is the longest rush of the game for LA. 1st and goal now from the 5. Stafford 5 wide from the gun, takes a snap back to pass, fires to the middle of the end zone looking for Higbee, incomplete. Just wide to the left of Higbee at the back of the end zone, and the clock will stop with 3:29. That's a type of play I don't get much sense on because you're up right now by 13. 3.5 minutes remaining. Just run the football. It's a 1st and goal situation. So run the football. More time will take off the clock. And instead they operate 5 wide on the 1st and goal play at the 5. 2nd and goal now. Stafford from the gun. Henderson lined up to the left side. 3 wide to the right. Stafford takes a snap, handoff to Henderson. Up the middle, pile moves forward, and Henderson rush a 4 to the 1. Hey, thanks so much, Malika, for being a part of the stream again. We are under 3.5 minutes remaining. Chicago will burn a timeout. 3:22 left to go in this game. 1 timeout remaining for the Bears. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, tonight. Tomorrow night, I plan on being back. Ravens against Raiders for Monday Night Football. 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time, same time tomorrow night for that game. You're welcome to tune in. The majority of my content I usually cover is actually basketball games, play-by-play at college basketball. I specialize in NBA games, but I do cover other special live streams for other sports. Football, baseball, lacrosse I've done 2 before, same as NASCAR racing, and I've done a little bit of tennis as well. Oh, extremely great stream to you guys tonight. Thanks so much for watching tonight. Yeah, this has been a quick game. Chicago burned a lot of time with the football. Both of these teams had 2 drives in the 3rd quarter. The Rams capitalized on both of them being touchdowns. And Chicago, their first drive, they had a touchdown in response. And then their second drive, they had stalled out on, and now the Rams with their 3rd drive in the second half. So there hasn't really been much punting tonight. There's been numerous long drives, more so for Chicago, and now the Rams are building up a massive drive because they're just chunking clock down. So this game has gone by quick compared to a lot of other games. This drive has lasted for over 6.5 minutes and 11 plays, 68 yards by LA. They have a 3rd and goal inside the 5. We are back to action. In the ace formation, Stafford under center. They in motion with Cup towards his right. Stafford takes a snap. Pump fake. Looking to pass it to the back of the end zone. That ball is caught and snagged in for the touchdown. Robert Woods able to get the touchdown catch. The field judge says both of his feet were in bounds. There is a penalty flag down, though, so we'll check the call. This is holding on the defense. Penalty declined, touchdown by Robert Woods, and a 3-yard touchdown catch in the back of the end zone. Matthew Stafford tonight going for the hat trick. 3rd touchdown pass. Pump fake. Passes for back of the end zone. Woods 1 foot. Can't see from that angle. Let's see here on this camera angle. Right foot down. Where's the left foot? Oh, that is beautiful. Left foot down, inbounds by Robert Woods. Incredible catch. .317 left to go in the 4th. 33-14, extra point coming on for Matt Gay. The snap, the hold, the kick, and this is through the uprights and good. This game has been all Rams today, 34-14. Impressive. Surrounding Matthew Stafford with these weapons, the speed of these receivers, Cup, Woods, big playability tonight from Van Jefferson on the first touchdown catch. Tyler Higbee, pretty solid tight end they have. And they got a ball team here for LA. Hey, what's good from Guatemala? Daniel, welcome to the stream. .317 left to go in the 4th quarter. Matthew Stafford, incredible debut. 20 for 26 passing, 321 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, with a QB rating of 156.1. Rams' explosive offense going up against Chicago with an offense that will go check down most of the time downfield, take their time, and this has just been a contest that just hasn't been competitive tonight. One offense that's explosive, the other offense isn't, and the defense for Chicago has been what the strong suit has been throughout the team most of the time. And tonight the defense gives up 34. This Rams team just going in for chunk play after chunk play tonight. The touchdown catch was scored by Robert Woods. So if you're an owner of fantasy for Robert Woods, that's a sigh of relief because he hadn't had a big game up to today. 3 catches for 27 yards, touchdown catch by Woods. So that touchdown helps you out in fantasy if you do have him. Welcome in, Chicago Williams in the stream. Cleveland, welcome to the stream here. Before you sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for stopping by, everybody, tonight. Andy Dalton, 2 turnovers, both in the first half. Chicago went 0 for 3 on 4th down conversions tonight. And the only player that stood out tonight in this game was David Montgomery. That was it for Chicago. David Montgomery, 16 carries for 108 yards, along of 41 in his first rush, and he got the rushing touchdown, the first touchdown of the game by the Bears. Second touchdown was scored by Justin Fields, who came in for that snap and ran a quarterback option play into the end zone. So Fields tonight only receives 3 snaps in the field, and ends up one of those being a touchdown rush. The Rams kick this football away. Goes all the way back behind the end zone, and Chicago will take over starting at their own 25. 20-point lead for the Rams, largest one tonight. 3:17 left to play. Impressive start to the season here by LA tonight. 1st and 10 for Chicago. From the gun, it's still Dalton, the quarterback. He passes, completed for about a gain of 5 underneath to Robinson down the near sideline. Clock approaching the 3-minute mark remaining. Offense still up. They get back to the line. Snap it with under 3 minutes. Dalton passes underneath, complete down the middle of the field. Catch of 5 at the first down marker to the 35. It's made. Second catch of the game by Demir Bird. Yeah, they're just taking no deep shots downfield. The longest pass in this game by Chicago is right now 19 yards. They have multiple passes for 10 and 11. Dalton passes underneath, incomplete. Looking for Robinson, which would have been a catch of 1 or 2, and in and out of the hands of Robinson as he was being tackled down to the ground. They've just played conservative football all game long. No chances taken downfield. Down by 2 scores, not airing out the deep ball. And going for plays at 20-plus yards. They keep on going for simple underneath plays. That's why Andy Dalton's completion percentage has been high tonight. 27 for 36, 206 passing yards, but only averaging just under 6 yards per pass completion. Compared to Stafford, he's doubling that. He's averaging over 12 yards per pass completion. They're supposed to be going vertical. Here's a pass towards the side, horizontal, and gains around 1 on the catch on a screen towards the far sideline to Damian Williams. Williams gets out of bounds. It stops the clock with 2:25. A lot of horizontal ball today by Chicago and not really much downfield and vertical football. .225 left to go. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Bears. This could be an opportunity for Justin Fields here. And Matt Nagy just not going for it. Justin Fields, as we see the cameras, stays put on the sideline as they keep on having Andy Dalton in the game. I mean, I don't understand the situation here, keeping Fields out of this game. I know you don't want to risk in case he gets injured. Dalton, again, another horizontal pass. It hits the turf, incomplete. Intended for the tight end, Jimmy Graham. It's going to bring up a punting situation. Yeah, this would be a great opportunity here for Fields. Under 3 minutes left to go, a chance for him to grow in this game and be able to get some snaps before, if Chicago does make a change for the next game, Fields got the last touchdown. And he just is put on the sideline. They haven't been able to roll out with Fields just yet. Chicago is going for it. 2:23 left to go. 4th and 10. They are 0 for 3 on 4th down conversions tonight. Dalton from the gun takes the snap, back to pass. Pocket collapsing on it. Watch out! And he gets ripped down to the ground by guess who? Aaron Donald with a sack. With 2:16 remaining and a turnover on downs. 0 for 4 tonight with the Bears on 4th down. Aaron Donald just comes through up the middle, forces Dalton towards his right. Looking for the football and wraps up Dalton. Drops him back at his own 21-yard line. Rolex or Hublot? I don't really wear watches that much. I'd probably say Rolex is the most known, though. I don't know Hublot that much. Rams with a football, just going to keep on milking out clock. A rush up the middle to Henderson. That's a carry of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 8. And this will take us to the 2-minute warning. This could have been a great teaching lesson here for Justin Fields tonight if he was able to come in for the last 3 minutes in this game, because he's the future of this team. And Chicago going into next week's game, they really need to figure this out. Because once again, they're going to be taking on a team that they are going to be playing catch-up with if their defense struggles. They're taking on Cincinnati next week, and Cincinnati was able to put up points today against Minnesota. That's no walk in the park type of game. Steven, welcome to the stream. Matthew Stafford's got 3 touchdown passes. Incredible game by Stafford tonight in his debut. 20 for 26 passing. 321 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns. And he had those touchdown passes go to a 67-yard pass in the first drive to Van Jefferson. A 56-yard touchdown pass to Cooper Kupp. And then a touchdown pass from 3 yards out to Robert Woods. Stafford has got long passes for chunk plays, 67 to Jefferson, 56 to Kupp, 37 to Tyler Higbee, 19-yard catch made by Robert Woods, 18-yard catch by Deshaun Jackson, and then 17-yard catch by Darrell Henderson Jr. Johnny, welcome in. Glad to have you back in the stream again, man. 2 minutes left to go as we're on the timeout. As this schedule just keeps on getting tougher and tougher for Chicago. This is what they have upcoming schedule next week against Cincinnati. Pass-heavy type of offense, and the secondary was suspect tonight as they got a young wide receiving core that has been getting better and better and better lately for Cincinnati. They got them next week. That's a home game for Chicago, and then they got another tough matchup at Cleveland to close out the month of September against a Browns team that went toe-to-toe tonight against Kansas City all the way to the final minute. And as for the LA Rams, they have a matchup next week against Indianapolis. Indianapolis falling today against Seattle in their season opener. They also have a tough schedule coming up. That is a gauntlet type of schedule coming up. September 26th, the Rams will host Tom Brady and the Bucks. October 3rd, watch out for Arizona. Then it's the NFC West race. October 3rd, they got 2 games within the course of 5 days. A game on October 3rd against Arizona, and then a road game at Seattle on Thursday Night Football on October 7th. That's a tough back-to-back schedule right there. Before things incredibly lighten up for LA. A game against the Giants on the road on October 17th, and then they face Detroit and then Houston. That schedule gets light there with those 3 teams out in the middle. 17, 24, 31 of October. Giants, Lions, Texans. $1:53 left to go. The Rams will take the snap. They take the knee by Stafford. Only 2 more downs, and this will be over. 2nd and 11 coming up for LA. Before you sign off tonight, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I plan on being back tomorrow covering the Ravens against the Raiders for Monday Night Football, so feel free to be a part of that stream tomorrow night. Once again, a victory formation for the Rams. Stafford under center, takes the snap, and goes to a knee. And one more time, and this will be the ball game tonight. Impressive debut by Matthew Stafford. Throws for over 300 passing yards through the air. Completing 20 passes out of 26 attempts. 3 touchdown passes and 321 passing yards. One more time. At SoFi Stadium here in LA. Stafford under center, victory formation, takes the snap and takes the knee, and this game is over. The Rams win by 20 in their season opener, 34-14 in the final over Chicago. So that's a wrap, everybody, to the stream. Thanks so much for being a part tonight on the channel. We're going to close out to the channel members. And feel free to be a part tomorrow night as I'll be covering Monday Night Football, Baltimore versus Las Vegas. Before I do sign off, we'll close out to the channel members. We got around 40 channel members. If anybody would like to become a channel member, that link is posted down in the description below this video. But all channel members get a shout out at the end of my live streams, as we have Jason, Aaron, Mandenhades, Cindy, Rajeep, Olded Deuce, Russell, D-Block, CW2K, BP, Greg, James, Magic, Oreo Pudding, Reezer, Bino, Mark, Kelly, Mike, Rashad, John, Jessica, Barco, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Elkan, GFR90, Maurice, Christian, Keith, Woody, Warren, Kit Lorenz, Pamela, Oscar, Isaiah, I Am Ghost. We have a member from Taiwan as well. Don, Mr. Mundre, Alden, Abdurrahman, and Patrick. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part on the stream tonight. Rams win by 20, 34-14 the final. Feel free to join me on tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Ravens against Raiders. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.